Yo, welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Let's get the AI intro. Because if I don't have my keyboard with me, I forgot my keyboard in the van, I believe. So let's do, young lady.
Welcome to the broadcast. This is a source of information on all things related to commercial appliances. Welcome all of you that are new to commercial and those of you well-versed in this industry of ours. Your host is Mike Reed, a technician who has been in the industry for 32 years, with his beginnings working in his family's appliance business based out of the western suburbs of Chicago. Get ready for a truly interactive broadcast. Have all your questions ready and prepare yourself to truly engage with Mike and discuss ideas on all things related to commercial appliances. Without further delay, here is your host.
Right, you turn this music down. And we're going to get right into it. Sorry about that. I had to turn the music down. Let's get right into it. Questions for you guys. How many of you have ever heard of a company called, a service called Corrigo? Is it Corrigo? Yeah, Corrigo. How many of you have heard of Corrigo? Let me see if I got my videos here. Let me pull up another one. See what we got. So we're going to talk about Corrigo, and we're going to talk about, I think I brought this up some time ago, but we're going to bring it up again. We're going to bring up, we'll bring up Mr. Perkins and his purchase of Fuddruckers. Yo, Invictus, what's up? So I'm going to say what's up to Brother Frank, number one contributor to the channel. HVACR, what is the word? Michael Manuel, what's going on? And Invictus. Thank you all for being here.
Being involved and being active on his YouTube channel. Well, welcome back.
Thank you.
Here we go.
So let's see here. Matter of fact, let me see. So what we got on the screen right now is just a little bit of this organization and the different things that he's into. Let me turn this down and let's see if, okay. Please hit the like on your way in. We currently have, oh yeah, I knew what I was going. We're up to 5 now. We got 5 likes. Please hit the like on the way in. And if you're watching this on the replay, it really does matter that you either hit the like or the dislike. Either one. Either one. The dislike is just a shot to the ego, but YouTube doesn't give a damn. YouTube doesn't care if it's a like or dislike. If you hate watching me or you're watching me for content purposes or to learn how to make your operation a little better, it doesn't really make a difference. Yeah, I know, Invictus. I figured. And what's up, Brother 63 Impala? You and Brother Frank been here since day one. Since the Mike Sneed videos. Actually, I think I used to argue with 63 Impala like 4 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago, back on Mike Sneed's channel. Years ago, and Mike used to do those. He used to do those little snippets. Like one of them, he went to a laundromat and he said, "Oh, you can always make good money going to a laundromat." He had these little segments where Mike would be like, "This is what you do if you dead broke. If you dead broke, you just make your way over to a laundromat and you're gonna find tons of broken stuff." Yeah, I know, Frank, but you never did argue with me though. You never was argument with me. What's up, CEO Jakes? So years ago, they'd be like, "Oh man, You mean you took it online? Yeah, years ago, it was really hard for me to gain traction with y'all with 63 Impala. Greg B. Greg still has not come around. Greg B. Greg has still been he's not anti-Mike, but he's still I gotta have the sound bite where it says stand apart. He still ain't even come this way. He'll do everything. He'll do garage door openers. He'll do everything but the commercial side. He refuses to even check out what I got to say over here. So it is what it is, man. He just, he just stuck in his ways. He's stuck in his ways. I used to tell him about all the different insurance companies and warranty companies on the residential side. Years ago, this is like during the pandemic. Was Mike doing this stuff before the pandemic, or he started during the pandemic? Whatever. We were talking about that stuff years and years and years ago. But anyway, I want to talk to you guys about Corrigo. So I'm letting some people come in. Corrigo, this brother here I'm trying to control the wrong damn video. This brother here that owns Nicholas Perkins. He purchased Fuddruckers. So he was already a franchisee of 13 locations. Yeah, that's what I thought. He started right before the pandemic. I think like 2 years before the pandemic or something like that, Mike Sneed had started. So but this brother here, what he's got going on, and he's on the East Coast. Like I said, it's Charlotte. So he's got a couple of things going on. He's got a finance arm and he's got this operations arm. The operation arm is taking care of universities, the cafeterias in the university. Like my university, we had not Hilton, Marriott. Marriott used to handle all the food for my university, and it was awful. It was horrible. It was the worst. To this day, I still hold a grudge against Marriott. To this day, I prefer not to stay at a Marriott property or even deal with it, because when your meal points, when your tuition goes towards just that one company that's supplying you with food, you're stuck like Chuck. And I never did. I never will forgive. I will never forgive Marriott for their horrible treatment that they gave me when I was in college. So here's Nicholas Perkins. I might have spoke about him a couple years back, but here we go right here. He purchased Fuddruckers back in 2021. So he was, like I said, he was already taking care of universities and their cafeterias and their meal programs. And at the same time, he went and he purchased 13. Yeah, so it says here he purchased 13 restaurants, and they were all Fuddruckers. So now when the brothers that owned Fuddruckers, they own Fuddruckers, Luby's, and a number of other chains. They're based here in Texas. They kind of ran Luby's and Fuddruckers into the ground. They end up having to spin off Fuddruckers. This brother right here ended up picking it up for $18 million. So before that, he had 13 locations. And then he ended up picking up the remaining 18. So I went to a PWI, but he went to a predominantly Black university, at HBU. He went to an HSBC or whatever the hell. I don't even know how the hell you say it. But he went to a Black university. I went to a PWI. in this is his organization, the hierarchy. Let me go back. I'm trying to do this a little bit. I'm gonna pause it. I got this in video form so I could press play and let the whole thing go. So we have here on the screen a number of people that are high ranking, but yet still involved with the food section of his business. If you are on the East Coast, this part pertains to you if you're on the East Coast. On the screen, you have the info section where it says info@perkinsusa.com. That is the main email to use if you want to put your hat in the ring. The other arm he has a financial arm. This is Black Titan. HBCU. Thank you so much. Thank you for not letting me struggle out there, Invictus. I appreciate that. I have many cousins that went to Florida A&M. I had cousins that went to Fisk and everything else like that. So I got the same thing, but I didn't go. There was only one HBCU that had the program that I wanted when I was going to college. 1 year before I graduated from high school, they canceled that program. So then I wasn't able to go, but I was going to go to Tuskegee. I was going to go to Tuskegee, and in 1990, no, it wasn't. 1993. In 1993, they canceled their flight program. They got rid of their aviation program. So then that was out. That only left me with five other universities. There were only 5 universities that have an aviation program once Tuskegee canceled their program. So here's his financial arm. This is how he was able to buy Fuddruckers. So he has this, his own investment firm, taking the money from the restaurants and everything like that. He was able to take that capital and do this. So this is where the money came from to have these restaurants that you see on the screen. And I do apologize for it being a little smaller. All of this you can catch online. So not everything is Texas. So still need the freaking glasses. Excuse me. Glendale, Arizona. Phoenix, Arizona. St. Louis, Missouri. And then, of course, these other ones are all going to be Houston. And then Woodbridge, Virginia. So if you get in touch with that info at Perkins, you can send them your information to put your hat in the ring to do work for Fuddruckers. And I can talk about some of the equipment that Fuddruckers has later on if you guys are interested in another time. But that is who the current owner, Nicholas M. Perkins, is the current owner of Fuddruckers. All right. So here's all his information. Got he's has a number of articles done up for him. This particular one I took from Black Enterprise, but you'll see that so Andrea Blackstone did this article back in 2021. And he's based out of DC. This was covered industry wide. So this was covered by Restaurant News Magazine, Restaurant Business, QSR, and Restaurant Dive. It was big news at the time. I read a lot of stuff and I forget sometimes to cover certain things. So you can find out information about his acquisition through all the normal channels. But if you are in any of those other locations, where the one Fuddruckers is in Virginia, the other ones are in Arizona, and of course, you're more than welcome to, hit up the ones here in Texas. So that's why I'm telling you guys about this kind of work. So that is about the owner of Fuddruckers. Let me move on to the next one. How many people here remember me saying about last week where I took a job? Let me pop this up here. Where I took a job from Atosa. Put a 1 in the chat if you remember me talking about that job I took from Atosa. Let me tell you where it led to and why I took it. This is insanity. I have this. I swear to you, I worked all this stuff up. And now I got to find it. You know what? Maybe it's just in the Corrigo video. All right, hold on. Where you at? Where you at? I'm looking for interaction on the channel. Let's see here. Put a 1 in the chat. I see I got to do it myself. If you want something done right, you got to do it your damn self. Invictus, thank you for chiming in. Appreciate it. All right, we got HVACR. Thank you. David Patrick, 63 Impala. All right. Let me remove this. How the hell do I remove that? All right, I'm going to have to slow this down. So this is Corrigo Enterprises. Corrigo Enterprises, which is, I don't know if you guys remember, I told you guys about this for the last couple of years, that Jones Lang LaSalle, JLL, they also provide facility services dispatches to companies that are not operating out of their buildings. I've shown you guys time and time again. And what'd you guys say? No, Mike Reed. No, they're a real estate company, Mike Reed. I said, yes, I know they're a real estate company. Back in the day, they used to be a bank in Chicago, but they are now offering much more than just doing real estate. They are much more than just landlords. I told you guys before, they offer services such as repairing people's doors, their siding, their roofing, electrical, windows, plumbing, the whole 9. So this is a service that they offer. I took that one Atosa call because I had been frothing at the mouth to get that Pluckers. You guys outside of Texas don't know if any of you guys remember from the last video or two, I showed you guys who Pluckers was. Put a 2 in the chat if you remember who Pluckers is. If you remember that video I did on Pluckers. So Atosa called me up, said they had a chef's table. That's a small fridge that you could put a griddle, a grill, or anything like that on top of. It has a ceramic barrier on the top that allows the fridge or the freezer underneath to remain at temperature. And it has drawers, so you're able to just go ahead and pull the drawer out, pull out the protein, slap it on your grill, griddle, or steamer that's up top. Okay, yeah, Pluckers. Hold on 1 second. Let me do this. Hold on. This is Pluckers. Okay, good. Showing it. Now, Atosa is... So this is Pluckers. I don't want Shepherd. I want the rest of them. They're all over the state of Texas. They are going to expand outside. I'm telling you guys so that you can be... Damn, I don't know where I put it. So you can be first. So you guys can be first. That is going to have to come later. I got a bunch of other sound bites. I didn't get a chance to cue them up. Sorry. For next time. I'll be ready for next show. So anyway, so this is a chain that is local. So as you can see here, good. So as you can see here, Austin, Texas, Dallas, Fort Worth, Houston, San Antonio, College Station, San Marcos, Killeen, Texas. And it's not just one location. Not just like College Station, San Antonio. San Antonio's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're 2.5 hours away from me. I'm not looking to take on that. Here's my neck of the woods. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So they got 7 over here by me. Whoa. Obviously more than 7 in Dallas. What is that? About the same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I guess so. They feel like 7 is a manageable number for a particular market. So I've been wanting to get into this one chain for quite a while. So it is like it's just like any other. It's like Tilted Kilt. It's like Twin Peaks, all that kind of stuff. Just wings. So it's just a bar that does wings, and it's a rather large location. Let me see if I can find any pictures. So you got a number of appliances, and as far as the hierarchy go, you got, it's hot in here. You got like your Trolson and stuff like that. You got your Continental, you got your Delfields, you got your Beverage Air, your Victory. These guys are in different platforms. Now, you come way down, and then you get a Tosa and MVP and all those guys. They're down there. They're down there, and you know how we feel about those guys.
We are same.
They're same,
but different.
They're same, but they're a little different. Excuse me. They're a little different. And as far as your bottom tier, a Tosa is at the top of your bottom tier. So I will deal with the Tosa. They have brand recognition. They are actually the OEM supplier for 14 different brands. So 14 different brands are running around with these different names, but they're all a Tosa. They're all a Tosa, just with their own private name on it. So I used a Tosa to gain access to pluckers. Once I was inside, I was able to look at the other equipment they had, and I also noticed that they had a Beverage Air. I'm also authorized with Beverage Air. I saw an issue with the Beverage Air, and I went and addressed it, left, came back, took care of the issue, and I'm filing the warranty on that. So I had to file a warranty claim with the Tosa. Of course, they called me and approved everything. And then I went out on the Beverage Air, took care of the Beverage Air, which is and I can show you guys the pictures in a minute, the infamous door error code, right? The door issue. So I went and addressed that. And now when I went to go investigate it, it wasn't the magnetic door. This one actually had a door switch, but it was still coming up with the door error. And that's the issue that you have, where the door is actually closed, but the display will still say door, as if door open. When it does that, it will cancel out the defrost cycle. And when it cancels out the defrost cycle, that sucker just builds up all this ice. The unit, which is a freezer, usually ends up becoming warm. Like somebody had called me a couple of days ago, and they wanted to remove all the ice from this freezer. And I had to explain to them, I said, hey, look, man, this isn't residential. Once you remove all that ice is the only thing keeping that unit cold when it has a leak. I said, once you remove that ice, that thing ain't gonna be cold anymore. This one is slightly different. I had to say that because if he was listening, I didn't want to confuse him. This one was an over buildup of frost. There was no leak. It's just that it doesn't go into defrost, and it's an R290. They will keep building up that ice, and then you'll end up with rising temperature. And in a freezer, that's not good. So you have to take on this beverage air, you have to take care of that door issue because it is constantly canceling out the defrost. When it does go into defrost, it's only in defrost for a few seconds, and then it cancels that defrost. It does not want to introduce heat, Brother Charles. It does not want to introduce heat while it's in the defrost cycle. Hold on one second. Let me send Brother Charles a link because I know that's probably what he's looking for. He's probably looking for that. No. Hold on one second. Let me do an invite again. Let me copy. And that goes for all of you guys. I put the link over here. So if you are interested in coming up, somebody did ask a question. They wanted to know about numbers and all that. So if you do want to know about numbers, you're gonna have to come up so I can go over and we could talk about that. So anyway, we're almost done. So long story short, I used the toaster to find something else, and I found something else, which was a higher tier unit, the beverage air. I was able to use those two to then gain access to Corrigo. So here it is. We got there. We're there. So this is Corrigo.
Mm-hmm. I'm proud of you. You know that.
They are handling all of the dispatches for these restaurants, hotels, grocery stores, all these things that you guys are salivating over. This is what they're doing. Whole Foods is one of their clients. I don't know where Pluckers is expanding to right now, but they have reached 90% of the 90% of the Texas market that you really want to get to. There really isn't much else out there that you would want to get into with Texas. So they're in Houston, San Antonio, Austin. They're in all of these major cities. And not only that, they've already pretty much maxed out. So they pretty much maxed out. Here in Houston, they got 7. They could probably go to as much as 15, but I would say no more than that. And actually, if they wanted to stop at 7, they'd be just fine with stopping at 7. But here it is. This is the company that is providing the dispatches for them and Whole Foods and all that other kind of stuff. So as you can see right here, Whole Foods, they're even CBRE and the other real estate companies they're providing service for. So here's the app. Their app is called Corrigo Pro. You can see up in on the upper right hand side, you see my name right there. So I have now been onboarded with Corrigo, which is JLL, is actually running the dispatch. So they are the ones providing the app. How this works, and this is the same app that Tech24, Chain Store, you guys know who Chain Store Maintenance is. I've given you their information. And I actually shown the CEO for Chain Store Maintenance in a couple of videos. So this service, what happens, you have your restaurant manager, when they have an issue, they go onto these services, Corrigo, they go on to EcoTrack, they go into, I keep forgetting the other one, Sound something, or whatever the hell the other one is. Service Plus, something like that. And then they're able to dispatch the service ticket to any technician that is set up in the system. So now I am set up in the system for CODs. So now I can get the cash jobs. So once again, here they go. So now I had to, in order to get into their system, just like the EcoTrack and the other ones, a client, a user, I don't have that cue, a user has to recommend you for the service. Once a user of the service puts forth your information, then you can get onboarded. You just can't call them up and say, hey, I like your service, I want to be a part of it. It doesn't work like that. So here I am right there, live in action. And it's not just them. And so these are all the different things. You don't have to be appliances, carpet cleaning, CO2, catering, any number of services. You can select those as things that you are providing. And you could change this according to your clientele. So there's your HVAC. There's your HVAC. There's your ice machines. Handyman, general maintenance for you guys that are handymen, because not everybody that watches my channel is a appliance service technician. Some of you guys are actually handymen. So here you go. There's the glass, the windows, the glazing, grease removal, all of this stuff. You gain access to your customer. This is how they're going to dispatch to you. Some of you guys asked me about IT systems and all that. This is the system. This is the system. Inspections and appraisals, all that kind of stuff. What else we got there? Cold, here we go. Cold side kitchen equipment, refrigeration, restroom sanitation, rolling stock, I don't know what that is, racking, shelving, pressure washing. There you go, for all you handyman guys and you the guys that are doing facility management. This is one of those platforms that are backflow all by itself. Backflow prevention. That's how when the health department comes in and they say, hey, your backflow preventer needs to be updated. Brother Charles, what's up, man? When your backflow needs to be updated, they just go onto the system and they just, boom, they're able to select. So I actually have a number now. And Brother Charles, you ever heard of pluckers? So this is, I'm giving you everything. So this is the fee that they charge. Let me go back a little bit. This is the fee that they're charging. So EcoTrack is $2 per dispatch. Corrigo is $5. So Corrigo's is $5. They have this pro. I'm not under the pro membership. I'm under just a regular connected. And I don't care. None of my stuff is so specialized where I got to be under the pro section. But that's the different membership levels that they're trying to push, and it just covers. Okay, so if I'm doing certain dollar amounts, that's basically what they're covering. Hold on one second. Let me see. Okay, and they're also okay, so it's, what is it, $5 a month and then $2. I stand corrected. My bad. No, wait. Okay, so it is $5 per work order and then $2 per invoice. Okay, so now we're already up to like $7.50. Whatever. Once again, these are numbers. When oh my God, what do I charge? Every situation is different. So they're telling you up front. You then put this back into your invoice. You already know that, okay, I got a dispatch that cost me $5. You don't have to fight over anybody else. This is your exclusive call. This is not SEO. This is not advertisement. This is an arrangement between myself and whichever companies are using JLL's Corrigo. All right, it could be a hospital, it could be a grammar school, could be a nursery, could be any number of facilities. In this case, I'm starting out with just Pluckers, starting out with just this one chain. But from now on all of my paperwork, I'm sorry, not paperwork, on all of my marketing material, I am now giving out the EcoTrack number, my EcoTrack symbol and logo. They give you a little logo, say you're EcoTrack Pro. And then the other one, which is sound, I forgot what the hell they're called, but I've never used them before. And then now I have a Corrigo number. Many times when you're giving out your stuff, you're giving out your marketing material, they might assume that you're not on that platform that they're using. Giving everyone your number lets them know, okay, let me go ahead in there and add this guy to the system. Even if they never use you, you're still in there just in case Tech 24 doesn't show up, or Tech 24 says, hey, we can't get to you until next week Friday. They're going to look on that list. They say, oh, yeah, we got this company. We never used them before, but let's go ahead and give them a try. You're not in it if you're not on the system. Is basically it. So these are some of the ones. This is how you provide work for these larger restaurant chains and not just the mom and pops. So if you're looking to step up, or if you're in the same arena that I'm in, where you're taking care of these larger chains, these regional and nationwide chains, because my sweet spot is regional. So if you're taking care of these regional and nationwide chains, this is one of the systems to do it. Excuse me there. So this is one of the systems. This is how you do it. You use one of the other manufacturers to get to where you need to. That is just how it's done. That is how it's done. Let me see here. Questions, comments, concerns. Let me see what we got here. And in the name of good old Herman Cain, let me see here. I got a new one for you. If I can find them. Damn, I just put them on here. That's all right. That's all right. I'll get to it.
Blood clot.
Damn. But anyway.
Done.
No, that's not it. Damn. I have so many freaking.
This is it.
I have so many things. I think I've got overload. Oh, well. Shoot. All right. So that is how you get in with these larger. Oh, there's Brother Charles. Did you want to come up, Brother Charles? Brother Charles, you want to come up? Did
No,
you want to? I can take you back down.
it don't matter. I'm here. It's all good.
All right, I'll put you on there, man.
All right.
On there. Yeah, but hey, you ever had Pluckers?
Yes,
How you like it?
pretty good. Actually, it's real good.
How would you describe Pluckers to them?
Pluckers is going to be more like maybe a little bit of a upscale Buffalo Wild Wings or something like that, Mike.
Mm-hmm. I had no idea they had so many locations.
Yeah, and they're getting big. Actually, I noticed a lot of locations now.
Right. So we got 7 here. We got
Okay.
7 here, and then so the most that they have is Dallas. So I think Dallas has Dallas Fort Worth got, I don't know, was it like 10 or 12 or something like that?
Yeah,
They're in Austin. They're everywhere.
it's a big sports. It's really a big sports bar with wings and fries, basically.
It is. It is. So I definitely see them expanding outside of Texas.
Huh. Okay.
No, seriously, yeah.
Yeah.
Going up north is next.
Okay.
Just like everybody else does, going up north is next. What the hell? My damn live. Oh well. So that's going to your Oklahomas, Kansas City,
Yeah. I can
you
see
know,
that, Mike.
and going on up. That's the next thing. That's just
So
how
they're,
these things do.
so they're only in Texas right now?
They are only in Texas. I'm
Okay.
the list again. Hold on one second.
Okay.
Over the list again. Yeah. Oh yeah. And then I forgot it, Louisiana. They got it. They definitely, because that's the next thing to branch on over. That's the
Yeah.
next thing. So hold on. I'm not gonna allow this. Damn. Let me go here. Locations. Filtered by what state. They got College Station under there. But yeah, they're all over. They are all over.
Yeah.
Colleen. Oh, there we go, down there. So Austin. Yeah, Brother Charles. So in Austin, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so they got 8 in Austin. Little ass Austin got 8.
Okay. Little Austin.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy that Austin got 8. So yeah, it's that's my thing in telling these guys about the new up and coming stuff. And then, man, I had talked about this before and I just brought it back up. But did you know that Fuddruckers got saved?
Oh, did they?
Yeah. A brother bought Fuddruckers for $18 million.
Oh, wow.
He owned 13 of them, and so now he owns the rest. So he owns all the ones in Houston, a couple in Arizona, one in Virginia. I don't even know where the hell that is. Let me go to Fuddruckers.
Huh.
Yeah. Yep. So he
That's good to know, actually.
yeah, you know what? I've been meaning to. So that's definitely one of the places we need to hit up, man. We need to hit up Fuddruckers. we need to hit up Fuddruckers.
Yeah.
Let them know. Oh, so here we go. Yeah, so Fuddruckers is in Alabama, Tuskegee.
Okay.
Arizona. Sorry, guys. Update. The 2 in Arizona, he closed those 2. But we got one in California, Concord, California, DC, and Chinatown. Oh, wow. Okay. Hialeah. Oh, hey, guess what, Florida? Y'all got some decent food. Y'all got something that somebody can eat. How about that? Florida, some edible food for once. Get out of here.
Hey, you know, Mike. I mean, I'm going back to Pluckers. If you pull in their parking lots, any of their parking lots, it's always packed. Always.
Oh yeah. No, tell me about it. Tell me. No, Brother Charles, I had been itching for him, but I didn't quite know how to get in.
Mm-hmm.
So okay. I waited, and one of the companies I rarely deal with. I mean, you hardly ever hear me talk about warranty.
Yeah.
And yeah. Well, one of these brands called me up.
Yeah.
Asked me to go on out there on a Friday.
Mm-hmm.
On a Friday. Everybody else shot them down. I said, you know what? Since I asked him who it is, I don't take the, you know how we do, Brother Charles.
Yeah.
I'm taking a warranty call unless it means something. Because the money ain't it. That's not it. You're not doing these warranty calls for the money. You're doing these warranty calls to take care of your customers, and you're doing these warranty calls to gain customers.
Yeah, to potentially gain a new customer.
Right. And so that's what I did with this one. So I used the toaster to go on here and get into Pluckers.
Okay.
And then the guy was happy with me coming out and take care of them, and then I took care of another piece for him, both of which I'm getting paid for, by the way. And yeah. And so then he gave me the secret sauce. He told me what system they use. Yeah. Once he told me that, I said, "Ooh!" I went on over there, hollered at them, and then they said, "Hey, so if you want to get into a Pluckers, Brother Charles, just all you got to do is just tell him you with me. And go ahead and do them pluckers.
Oh,
So
you know I'll do that.
yeah. so yeah. So what the dude told me what the secret sauce was, man. I went and hollered at them. They said and it's Jones, it's JLL, those vans you see all the time.
Yeah.
For the facilities, because you know who they are. You know who JLL is. Yeah. So they actually, I've been telling these guys for years, they do more than just take care of the lobbies in these office buildings.
Right.
And Pluckers is one of their clients. So I talked to them and I told them I deal with Pluckers. They went and called Pluckers and bam, 15 minutes later, they emailed me back with a service number.
Wow.
Yeah. So now I got a service number, but on but on Fuddruckers, man, let me get it. Dude, yeah, they over there, they in Pembroke Pines.
Mike, you landed on a slam dunk, actually.
What for the Fuddruckers?
Pluckers, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, brother. They are running that place to the ground. They got some New Orleans people up in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bro, nobody needs to call them people. They are beating them up. So please call 911. Because that kitchen is catching wreck.
Oh, I got you.
It's rough. Woo! It looked like any kitchen in New Orleans. It looked like any kitchen in Vegas. It is hell until the captain.
Hey, that's amazing, man. But it's awesome too.
Yeah. So yeah, you can always go holler at them. I'll give you my number, and you just tell any of them. They want you.
What ice machines do they have in there? Hoshizaki?
Oh, I believe they got Hoshizaki. Those places are big. It's a whole room where they got the ice machines at.
Yeah.
And I was dealing with the Cook's line. They got 8 deep fryers. They got 8 Pitco. So it's just like Wingstop, but on steroids. Take the Wingstop and double the Wingstop kitchen.
Wow. Okay.
And that's just like a quarter of what they got going on.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah. Then they got my dishwasher, my CMA dishwashers back there, but they leasing that. They got dishwashers, and I don't know what they got in the front, but I'm pretty sure they got an ice machine in the front and an ice machine in the back. I'll check it out. Next time I go, I'll check it out. I was a little preoccupied with just trying to get in there.
Yeah.
I was preoccupied with trying to get in there.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, once you get a chance to check the scene out, then you'll be able to break it down. Tell me on what's what.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I'll break it down to you. I'll let you know what they got going on. But chances are they probably got Hoshizakis and they probably got some 2,000 pounders. I'm pretty sure they're doing the same action like Olive Garden and Red Lobster. I'm pretty sure they got the same type of deal because this is a huge kitchen. Damn, he still got the ones in Mexico, Saskatchewan. Oh wow, brother, they got Fuddruckers in Saskatchewan, Canada.
Yeah, I think Fuddruckers a little bit everywhere. I think they're in Kansas too, Mike, if I'm not mistaken. I think I've seen them.
Let me see here. I wouldn't doubt it. Georgia, Florida. No.
Okay.
They're in Missouri. No. But you got, don't you got a black university though? Yeah, I'm pretty sure Kansas got a base.
No, Oklahoma does, Mike.
Oklahoma? Okay. Because he's taking care of all these school cafeterias, so it makes sense that he would go ahead and expand. That way he could utilize the employees.
Mm-hmm.
There it is right there, 2025 Fuddruckers restaurants, Black Titan franchise system. So now everybody knows who to go to if they trying to get a hold of Fuddruckers. Email them, send them your information, and then you can go ahead and talk to the manager at the location. Right? This way you can email corporate. send them all whatever certifications you got, and then let them know from there. Oh, we still got Webster.
Huh?
Oh, he opened up Lubbock, Texas, Laredo. Man, why the hell is everybody closing in Kingwood? What the hell's that all about? Odessa. For those, you guys don't know, Kingwood is a very what would you say? It's a nice affluent neighborhood.
Yeah,
It's
it
a northern neighborhood, northeast of Houston, up and coming, but that's interesting.
Yeah.
That's interesting. So yeah, and then I got something else. I can't put it out on YouTube, but I got something else. I got a phone call about a business opportunity today that I wasn't expecting. It came to me straight up out the blue. So we'll see. They want me to get a 5,000 square foot warehouse.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So we'll see.
Yeah.
So I went over to my guys over there at the ones that are moving to San Antonio. You know, over there on 43rd.
Yeah.
I hollered at them because he's just sitting there. He's just sitting there in an empty warehouse all day until he moved. And I guess so the wife don't drive him nuts. Sit at home all day. You know what I'm saying? So he sits in an empty warehouse with no AC on. I drove by there. I said, "Hey man, what's up?" So he said I could sublease some of it from him. He's already got one guy leasing some of his warehouse. He can sublease some of it to me. And he said there's another place, but I don't have any relationship with anybody else. I much rather deal with that.
Yeah.
Much rather deal with him if I could. So
I had one of your Holiday Inn Express call me, Mike, at airport, Intercontinental, JFK.
Oh, up there.
He has 4 locations, actually at Tascasita, somewhere else. But I just told him I can't guarantee him the price because Mike, they won't always do right. You know what I mean?
They don't keep up with the service.
Yes.
Holiday Inn off of Beltway 8.
Yes, and Beltway and JFK, Mike.
JFK, right.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see here. Okay.
And I ain't giving him a quote over the phone, so there it is.
Hell no. You know what's funny, brother? I was just looking because I did a video for these guys. I played a video of some dishwashers. You know, that hotel was one of my first customers when I got here. When I came to Houston. Yeah, wow. He was one of my first customers, that hotel. And I don't know if it was him or the one next to him, but they had a Fagor or an Onera group. They had a Fagor dishwasher because I don't know if it's that one, but one of those over there had has a Starbucks in it. Okay. They got a little teeny tiny Starbucks over there.
Huh. Okay.
I'm trying to think which one he is.
It's going to have to be that one right there at Greens and JFK, right before you get to the airport, Mike.
Right before you get to the airport, on the north side of the tollway, right?
Correct. Yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's it.
Trying to think which one they are. These damn photos. All right, just pulled it up because I thought it was interesting that Hold on 1 second. That's not Hobby. That is Bush.
Bush, yes, right off JFK, Mike.
Oh, excuse me. Yeah. I'm just in here going through the photos.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, to show the people. I might as well so they can see what the hell I'm talking about.
Yeah.
The pitches. Hold on 1 second. You know what? I had it under. Or let me just put down airport. Since they want to stay quiet, they are quiet. They are quieter than a church mouse pissing on cotton.
You might as well say something because that's how you make money. When you know something, you're gonna say something.
After the show and ask me questions and stuff on my own personal time. No.
And if they can hear me, Mike, I started off asking you a million questions. We stayed on the phone almost 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, that was that first time.
Yes.
You want to tell the story about how you from your perspective when you first called?
Oh wait, okay. I was at a reception hall working on trying to clean a cold draft and get it to work again.
Oh,
And I said, let me call somebody that may know a little bit about it. And I just Googled ice machine companies, and Reed Appliance popped up, and I said, I'm just gonna call him and see what he has to tell me. And he said, I've been there. I know what place you're talking about.
mm-hmm.
Don't even mess with it if you can help it. It's not even really worth messing with. I've messed with it. And cold. One thing about that cold draft ice machine, it's a monster. If you don't know what I mean,
Oh,
they're
yeah,
just a monster. They either work or they don't. There's no gray area.
yeah, that
Because
damn.
if it halfway works, then that means it's really broke.
Yeah, they don't get it. They don't get it. It's all or nothing, man. It's
Yes.
to be perfect.
Yeah. So when I called Mike and I got to talking to him, telling him a little bit about what I was trying to do, and he's like, "Huh, you sure you're really trying to do that?" And I was like, "Yeah, I want to clean and sanitize ice machines, things of that nature." And then he said, "We just got to talking about, we knew some of the same people and some of the same customers." And before you know it, he just said, "Hey, man, if you want to do some of these residentials, hey, have at it. I'll send them your way." And start going to the classes. That's one of the main things. Go to a class. I don't care if you go to one class. Get a certificate from that class. It'll take you a long way. I don't care if it's ovens, dishwashers, prep tables, ice makers. I don't care. Get a certificate. It takes you a long way with the customer. And that's what I was able to do. I was able to go to some of these ice machine classes and get certified. Get on some of the websites. Mike got me on some of the Scotsman, websites if they're looking for service in my area, they'll reach out to me, or Scotsman will call me.
Right. Okay.
So,
Okay. All right. I got a picture. No, damn, that's hobby. Damn, that's hobby. All right. No. Never mind. I got too excited. Hold on one second. That's wrong. And I said Bush. What the hell is it? Hold on a second. Why the hell is hobby popping up if I say Bush Airport?
try Intercontinental.
Okay. Yeah, the freaking Apple. They just. Let's see what pops up. All right, so the airport is popping up. Tell you what, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna just go from here.
So for you, you people online or you guys on the show right now, hey, listen. At the end of the day, ask this man. This man is sharp as shit. Straight up. I'm telling y'all I'm telling y'all some facts. I'm not even joking. I'm serious about this. This ain't no game. This ain't no airplane. This ain't none of that. This is real talk. The man is cold. Mike Reed is a bad man, and straight up, he knows his stuff. Trust me. Trust me.
Oh, this was the training that I had. But there's gotta be another one over here. Yeah,
Ask questions. If you don't ask, you don't know. That's for definite.
You can see the screen, bro. This is they just don't get it.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I'm everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Everywhere.
Oh, and see, I just deal with strictly ice machines. Mike does it all. So whoever's on here doing a little bit of everything, hey, ask Mike while you got a chance. When he's online, this is your time to shine right here, or ask your question.
I don't know why they hold back. There's a task. Oh, while I'm here, yeah, there's a freaking where the hell I say that northeast suburb is? Kingwood. All right, so there's Kingwood and
Hey, and when I left my old job, I was doing ice machines. I was a sales rep for an ice machine for a coffee company, actually, that did ice machines as well.
mm-hmm.
And when I left there, or when we parted ways with one another, then guess what? I was down to whatever few dollars I had in the bank, and another check coming to me. And you know what I'm saying? And after that, hey, it was a blessing in disguise. I thank God for that, because in 6 years, I've taken off like a rocket, straight up.
Yeah, no, it's been longer than that, man.
7 years. This makes 7 years, Mike, right here.
Mm-hmm.
February the 17th or 18th will make 7 years. My bad. It'll make 7 years.
Yeah, yeah. Man, what the heck? Bruh, I swear to you, this whole, if you're looking on the screen, all of these, this update, I can't find none of these damn pictures. There,
Oh, wow.
see how they're playing games with me, man?
Yeah.
Some of this stuff is popping up. I
Yeah.
gotta zoom in for more stuff to pop up. It's just gotten so unreliable. This is nuts. Apple is
Ask
just
questions, people, while you have a chance. Don't you already on here. You might as well ask him if you got a question. If you
yeah.
got a question for me, ask me.
Oh, they be trying to. They be like, hey man, what's Charles? When he coming back?
Oh no, I ain't going nowhere. I just no.
The wizard.
No.
Brother Charles, you ain't been here in a while. I added all these little sound bites and stuff.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah, I'm hearing that.
Can you
But
dig it? Can you dig it? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I had to add a little something else, so they just not listening to me drone on and on and on. You know?
Yeah, and you guys got a real. I mean, Mike Reed is, when I tell you, he knows his stuff. I mean, it's almost like you can't go wrong in whatever you're asking. You can't go wrong at all.
I try, brother. I
It,
try.
it, it really will help you out in the long run if you're really into doing what you're doing. Ask him if you don't know, or if you have a concern or question, ask him. It's not going to hurt you one bit.
This is crazy. If I do Fagor, it should pop up. Yeah, is that the one?
It's right up. Should
Oh,
be Mike.
God, that ain't the little guy.
Mike, it should be at Greens and JFK because that's
I
what he
know.
told me.
I got it. All right, it's crazy because I gotta go through all the hoops to get to the damn picture. There's one right there. See, Greens Point, 2018. But it don't pop up no other way. It's crazy. They make it so hard.
Oh wow. Okay.
CEO Jakes, I done told you, man, it doesn't work like that. See, they always want to go and do something that ain't in their best interest. So
Right.
CEO Jakes says, Brother Charles, I need you to run down how much to charge on ice.
Okay. So let me ask you this. His name is Jay, right?
Jakes.
Jakes. Okay, so Jakes. You want to know how much to charge. Okay. Let's back it up. Let's back it up. If they call you and say, "Hey, Jakes, we got 2 ice machines at McDonald's. We need service. Can you service them for them?" Yeah, I can do it for you. Okay, great. How much will you charge us? I'll charge you. I'm just gonna put a number out there. I'm gonna say $5. Okay. Well, Jake, you hadn't even seen the machine. First of all, you don't know what kind of condition it's in.
Mm-hmm.
Go take a look at the ice machine first, because you'll be surprised some of the calls you'll get, and that ice machine hadn't been touched in 2 years. Well, that's when that number has to be a whole nother ball game. It can't be $5. It's gonna have to be, don't use this. I'm just saying this. It can't be $5. It's gonna have to be $85. You feel me, Jake? So you got to look at it first. Then you make your determination on what you should charge. Because if I tell you, Jake, charge them $1 million, and you go, but Charles, they said no. They said that's way too much. Well, charge them $500,000. Then versus. I mean, I'm just saying, Jake, you take a look first, and then you come up with your own. I don't even know what part of the United States you in. What part of the U.S. he's in, Mike?
I don't know. And who knows if he'll ever tell you.
Okay.
Yeah, they over here on some secret squirrel type stuff, man.
Okay. Well, hey, I tell you like this, Jake. And whatever you do, just know if you give them a great service, you charge what you're supposed to charge. You know what your worth is. That's all that matters. If you can back up your worth, Jake, charge them. If you can't back up your worth, can't charge them out of the ordinary then. And you got to know that you know what part of the country you're in. So at the end of the day, if you know what part of the country you're in, guess what? If you're up in Wisconsin or if you're up in Green Bay, I'm pretty sure ice machines is not a big deal up that way. They could care less if it's clean or not. They may call you once every 5 years to clean it. But if you're in Texas, Alabama, I'll say California, but I don't know much about California. But Louisiana, places like that, and water's horrible here. I mean, in this part of the world.
Oh, CEO Jake's in Delaware.
Oh, great. Oh, wow. So
He's in
there,
Delaware.
there you go. You in Delaware. I mean, I'm sure the water's probably great there. So Jake, you got to treat every customer, especially when they new, treat them like they're your last customer. You do a damn good job for them. You do your job, but you got to charge them what your worth is. And you would have to know the going rate in Delaware. If you're in the appliance business, you know what the going rate is on ice machines. I can tell you $500. I can tell you $800. I can tell you $1,000. But how often are you cleaning? Every quarter, annually? I mean, semi. I mean, you guys have to see. I don't know what Delaware is like as far as the water quality. Is that a big thing there? Ice machines is huge in Houston, Texas.
I don't think their water quality is all that bad, but still, you and I both know it's going to depend. It's going to depend on what they got going on. Remember, that's the East Coast, so now they got the air conditioner kicking on. So that mean
okay.
Everything else, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they're still, and then you got on that East Coast, that upper East Side, man. You still got all that smog and all that other stuff that they got. It ain't, bro. It's a little different. Like when you're over there, you can taste the air. It ain't the same. It ain't the same like Florida. Florida has the clean air and they got those breezes.
Okay.
New York, Delaware, Boston, they still run into it. They still catch it. They still catch it.
Well, just tell Jakes just to at the end of the day, just I can't put a price on a man's worth. That's for definite. Or a lady's worth. I can't put a price on that. So it's up to you to make that, determination. But at the end of the day, go to the classes. You'll learn a lot. Then when you go to the classes, sky's the limit. When you know your stuff, sky's the limit. You can charge what you want to charge, or not what you want to charge, but where you should be. You can charge.
You're right. You can charge what you want to charge. It's a negotiation. Negotiation.
Yeah. And just remember, you can't go up. You can't go up. So you need to get to a point where it's good for you and your company at the end of the day, because it has to make sense. It all has to make sense. Because if it doesn't make sense, was it really worth it?
Right. It's so many of these guys have this mentality where they're willing to lose it all just to get in.
Right.
The problem is that these are business people. They will use you and spit you out. So they'll use. Okay. Oh man, I'm gonna give this guy a discount, and I'm gonna go in and see he gonna want me for the next time. That ain't how it works.
Don't worry about no discount. You're dealing with people that's million and billion. I'm just
right.
If they got an ice machine at their house, they're pretty. Whether it's their house or their place of business, they're pretty damn wealthy. Believe that they are not struggling by no stretch of the imagination.
Right. And
what you charge to service their ice machine, they probably buy that. They probably drink that bottle up in wine every day, every other day. Trust me, that ain't no money to them people.
Yes, sir.
Trust me, I do it every single day. I don't, the likelihood, Jake, of you running into a situation be like, oh, I don't know if we can afford that. That's slim to none.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
Slim to none. So at the end of the day, good luck to you, Jake, on that end. Just, hey, go to the classes. When you go to that class and you get a certificate, you can't tell me shit. Excuse my French, but you can't tell me nothing. I got a certificate, so you got to come on now. You got to come on with it. I done been to the class, so at the end of the day, you're not dealing with somebody that don't know. I got my certificate matches your ice machine, or your appliance, or whatever it is, Jake. Dishwasher, ovens, whatever, steam. It doesn't matter. But my certificate matches your equipment. Would you like me to service it or whatnot?
Mm-hmm. Right. I'm familiar with it. I know, because that's what they're most worried about. That they're going to get somebody over there that doesn't know the machine, doesn't know how it works, doesn't know anything, going to mess up their machine and then run away. That is the biggest fear.
And if you ever run into that situation, here's the key. Straight up. If you're new, here's the key right here. If you see an ice machine you recognize, if you see a dishwasher brand that you recognize, it's all good. And if they say, hey, while you're here, do you guys clean these griddles, or you ever heard of this brand? Do you guys clean these? Oh no, I've never heard that. All you got to do is play along to get along. Just say, I can get right back with you on that. Yes. All you got to do is once they hear the word yes, your life is 1,000 times easier. You just want to get in the door to get back out of the door. Then you can make your phone calls or whatever and say, servicing this or servicing that. That way you don't look, because one thing you don't want to look like is deer in headlights in front of a customer. It's a complete turnoff, and they know whether or not you know or not. So when you talk to them, you got to talk with confidence.
That's right.
You got to talk with confidence, because if you go there, I've tried that, but I might be able to get. No, I can't do that. See the yay or nay.
Yes, sir. Hey, man, Herman Cain got something to say.
Oh,
You're not rich. Blame yourself. We're not in 2008.
Yeah, if you're not rich, blame yourself.
We're not in 2008.
Well, Herman Cain, Herman Cain,
Yeah.
God rest his soul. You know.
yeah.
Rich. Blame yourself.
Blame yourself.
Hey, man,
Yeah.
you got to try. You got to do something.
Yeah.
You got to get up, get out, and do something.
Yeah. And don't sit at home waiting on somebody to call you just because you got a DBA, you just recently got a doing business as, or a LLC or whatever. Hey, get up, get out, and get after it. Straight up.
Straight up.
If you look at that phone call, if you look at that phone all day long, you'll eventually fall asleep and the day's gonna be gone.
Yeah, they sure do be waiting on a phone call. They think somebody gonna come in and hello, Mr. Serviceman.
Yeah.
Take care of my stuff. And they're like, I'll be right there. Man, that ain't how it work, man. That's
no.
Let that stuff go. That's on over there. That's over there. You over here.
Yeah.
You over here. Not over there. Hey,
I'm just being honest with you guys. I'm not. Hey, make money. This is about making this. Mike's explaining to you guys how to make money, how to go get the money.
This guy gets it.
Yeah, that's how it works, man.
Hey, I don't mean to. Hey, I'm not bragging or nothing like that. Listen, people, this is straight up.
What?
I've been blessed by God, straight up, and listen, and I'm a child of God. But at the end of the day, I thank Him for all this stuff, because without Him, none of this is possible. But you got to put your best foot forward. You know what I'm saying? You think I thought a day in my life I drive an Escalade? Hell no, but I do. And proudly, straight up. Hey, man, listen, Mike Reed is a bad man. Straight up, you got to ask his brother.
Oh, wait, I think somebody popped up. All right, here we go. Oh, and Invictus is here. What's going on? I got both of y'all up there. I'm sorry. That beeping sound was coming on. I didn't realize that was you guys down there. What's going on, y'all?
What's up? What's up?
What's going on, man?
Congratulations
for coming on up.
How you doing? How you doing?
All right, you got me and you got Brother Charles. So now's your time. Now's your time to ask your questions.
Hey, this is me. This is Andre.
Okay.
I do a lot of HVAC work. I'm just now getting into the ice machine and refrigeration. I did a little bit before, but now I'm just really trying to step up on it to get into it because I see the potential behind it. I had the same question as the other brother had on. I think it was Jake, when he was saying, "How should you charge?" And I totally agree with Brother Charles said. And I'm sizing it up the same way I size up the AC units. You know, it's skill. It's a lot of time that's involved in it, because I'm reading the manuals. I'm just basically reading it, and it's true. The more you understand, and the more you understand that equipment and what that equipment does, in a tight situation, you can get them out of that situation like 30 minutes or 45 minutes. Yeah. You got to pay for that. It don't matter if it was just a simple reset button. I knew what button to push at the right particular time.
Yeah. Yes.
That's right.
Yes. A reset button is a choice. Hey, that's a hey.
Hey, that reset button come with a price tag.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Well,
I'm,
that's
I'm-
you the one that determines once you hit that reset, man. Hey, now it's showtime. Now you see
that's
what's
it.
going on with the flow. Is the ice thickness probe?
Yep.
Up with it. Something
Yeah.
where you had to hit that reset button.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey,
Hey, Charles, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you
Go
this
for it.
question.
Okay.
This is something that I was just thinking about this while I was reading the books. 'Cause I did take that Manitowoc class and I did take that True class.
nice.
Let me ask you this question. You too, Mike. You can give me some input as well
Oh yeah, I'm here.
on how this is how moving forward on how I will approach an ice machine before I do any troubleshooting. I'm going to recommend a maintenance if they need it or not, or I say a descaling and a sanitizer before I do any service work. Do you recommend that, or I just be wasting time?
Well, Mike, you wanna do that?
Yeah, I'll chime in after.
So here's what you want to do when you go there.
Mm.
You want to let that machine make 1 or 2 batches of ice first to make sure the ice machine's working like it's supposed to be. Because sometimes somebody say, "Hey, we just turned it off. We dumped out all the ice, but it's working fine." You'd be like, "Okay, well, I can just clean it then or descale it or whatnot." You put it back all together. The ice thickness probe is not reading right, and it's double freeze on the evaporator plate. Then it's also, "Oh no, it was working fine before you touched it. Now you're in a pickle."
Yeah, I got you. I got you.
Mike, but go ahead, Mike. My bad.
No, hey, no, you 100% correct on that, man. That was the number one thing I used to preach to Charles. I said, hey, man, the number one thing when you go out there, they're gonna try to put this off on you. They're gonna say that the machine was working just fine before you got there, even though they called you for service. Oh no, the machine was working just fine. It was fine before you touched it. So yeah, we always. And they got to pay for this time. There is no running in and running out. Look, man, you gotta let that thing make a batch of ice.
Mm-hmm.
On them, if you get there and it's in the middle, you know, it just ended the cycle. You got to let it run through a full cycle, like Hoshizaki.
Yeah,
it is what it is. That hour, they got to pay for that hour. They got to pay for your service call, plus they got to pay for that hour for you to sit there and wait for to make ice, right?
Right.
So you're gonna want to take that bin. You're gonna want to see what ice is in the bin. Is the bin half full? Is it medium? What kind of ice is it? Is it that crescent shaped Hoshizaki ice in a Manitowoc machine?
Yeah.
Where did this ice come from? These are things you gotta ask the staff. You gotta ask all this stuff while you getting your paperwork together, while you coming in. You're gonna catch that rhythm. You're gonna catch that rhythm. Then these are things you need to look at. So if they're buying ice, they already know they've had a problem for some time.
Yes.
You always, because that's where your money is. You always recommend the preventive maintenance. You want to come there every 3 to 4 months.
Yeah.
6 months is pushing it, right? The
Right.
A, B, C, and D class customer. The one that lets you come every 3 months, that's your A class customer. The one that lets you come once a year, that's your D class customer.
Yeah, it is.
That's your D class customer. They say, all right, well, it's already broken down. It's about 11 months since you've been here before. Let's go ahead and clean it and all that.
And that customer right there, that D customer, that C minus D minus customer, Andre, right?
Yep.
That's the one you got to treat that customer as if that's not your customer. That'll be the last time you see that customer. That's how you have to treat them.
Yeah.
That's how you get their attention.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Oh, and don't forget the filters.
Yep.
Don't forget the filters. So that's something that needs to be done. If you're going out there every quarter, then you can get away with doing it every other time you make a visit. But a lot of your problems come because they haven't changed the filters, and then the machine gets dirty. Then you got to go out there and clean the machine. You get a lot of pushback against the quarterly service, that regular PM. They eventually will get there, right, Brother Charles?
Yes.
After you went out a couple of times and you didn't hit them upside the head, because your quarterly is less expensive than when you come out there every 6, 8, or 12 months.
Mm-hmm.
So when you got to come out there after 6 months, it's a shit show. When you gotta come out there
Yep.
after 6 months,
Yep.
it's usually so bad along. And I got a story. I had a I don't have the parts on me right now. I had a Hoshizaki that I installed 2.5 years ago. I told them, I said, hey, if you never want to see me on this machine, I'll take care of everything else in here. Put some ice machine cleaner in here once a month. I gave them the cleaner. They still didn't do it. The machine went down. I ended up having to change the fill valve and the flow. And this is after I cleaned it. So it just doesn't, bruh. Sometimes you just gotta knock them upside the head. Sometimes you gotta knock them upside the head. And 63 Apollo is right. He says Coca-Cola doesn't serve as an ice machine at all. That is true. They won't change a filter. They don't. They will. That is Pepsi. Pepsi is the one that will clean the machine. And Pepsi will do a little bit of repair. Coke does not do any repair on the machine. On the refrigeration, Coke will only. They won't do seal systems. They'll only do the control, sensor, thermostat, and then contactor and stuff like that. They are not doing any type of seal system. They'll do the LED lights and stuff like that. That's what Coke does. That's why I say you guys can do Coke. Pepsi, they're not going to let you do it. That machine belongs to Pepsi.
Right. And don't never let them catch you touching it either.
I know. They'll show give you a bill for $35,000.
So will.
What's for? Touching their damn machine. You broke it. You broke it. Hold on a second. Let me show you. Yeah, they'll be quick to say messed up their machine because the customer doesn't own a Pepsi machine. They don't own it.
Hey, Mike.
Yes, sir.
That class that you told us that you let me see, it was a link that you gave us, and it was for the those slushy machines at the gas stations, and what do they call those things? Yeah, they got the like slushy machines. They got barrels and stuff.
You talking about the
CDP or CD something, CDB or
about FBD?
what is it?
FBD.
Yeah, FPD. I took the online class, man. I think there's a French brother speaking. I think he was Creole or Spanish. I got stuck on the solution and the mixers, but there's a lot of information, and they're not tricky. They simple, man. It just dealing with them every day. You know, you get the use of them.
Right. Yeah, there's man, and they make a ton of those units. A ton of those units. So let me see here. See, there's a Lancer here that's 11 grand, and they will just hit you. They will just send you a bill for the machine. You messed up the machine.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So you got to be careful. You got to make sure that the customer owns it. You got to make sure that the customer owns that machine. And but yeah,
I'm soaking up the moon.
You take the online class on the there's 10 grand. Here's another one, $23,000. 23 on that Cornelius. So you got to be careful. You got to be careful with these units. You got to make sure. See, on this picture here, they got a tag, and it's going to say property of Coke, property of Pepsi. If they don't have it on the ice machine, then you need to ask that customer, hey, do you own this or are you leasing it? Because if they're leasing that machine, it's not the customer's to touch.
There it is. Yep.
Yeah,
that's right.
It's no different if I lease a machine and then they get somebody else to work on it. Think of it like this. If you get a car from Enterprise, would you take that car to get a damn brake change?
No, you take it to Enterprise, you can brake change.
Right. It's the same with these machines. If they're owned by somebody else, they got a big ass sticker, that's their machine. That's their machine. So you just got to make sure. It's not a big deal. You just need to make sure that the customer actually owns it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah, maintenance and Untamed Kango is right. Oh, well, 63 Impala is right too. Maintenance personnel tinker with them too before you get there. They always do. They always, and it's not even the maintenance personnel. It's kitchen staff. Kitchen staff is always messing with it. Half the time they shitting bricks word that they're going to get fired because they think that they broke the machine and they frantically trying to fix the machine or trying to get the machine to half-ass work or something.
Yeah.
And, yeah, and you normally get there, you like, oh man, what the hell is this? You're like, what the hell is this? So
I love it. I love it. I love it.
yeah. All right. So Mr. Terry says service call, diagnostic fee, labor fee, all price to run your business in your area, and upcharge for your training and parts. They pay for us listening tonight. Right. Yeah. Look, man, your cell phone costs you something. That goes into your fees. Your truck, you gotta have your brakes changed. You got to have your transmission fluid done. You got to have your oil changed. It doesn't matter if you're doing it. There's still a cost to it. There's still a cost to it all. That you have to put in. Part of those things go into your service call fee, and other parts are part of your labor charge. You know what I'm saying? So if you, like you said, when you guys go to these classes and it's $75, $65, some of you guys are lucky enough where your class is only $20. All that you kind of break that up, and that's what your service fee includes. Your time involved with taking an FBD class. Yes, it's online, but you could have been doing something else.
Yep.
You could have been spending time with the kids. You could have been with your old lady. You could have been watching TV. You know what I'm saying? But instead, you were working on your craft. You were getting better. You're getting more knowledge on what you're doing, which equates to more money. The more you know, the more you're going to charge.
Yep.
So, all right. So I got a question here. Mr. Terry said, Mike, what if the owner lies? Do you make them sign a waiver? Okay. So I have what is that? That just got bought too. Jersey Mike's. So Jersey Mike's don't own their ice machines. Pepsi does. And they'll lie and say, because they want their ice. They'll lie and say they own it, clean it, they'll pay you. Now they'll pay you. Having that waiver doesn't really mean much. You got to let them know, especially if you see a label there, because they will lie and they'll say, oh yeah, I bought it for them. The lease was up. And I bought it. It's mine now. Trust me, it's mine now. So you could do a waiver if you want to, or just have a gentleman's agreement. Say, hey, I'm gonna need you to straighten this out, or you're gonna have to pay this bill. If they hit me with a bill for touching their machine. So it's one of those things. Hey, if they ask me if I touch it, I'm gonna deny it. I'm gonna deny. That's on you. Because Pepsi come around and be like, damn, I'll never have to clean this machine. What the hell? 2 years ago, I'll never have this clean. They rub their fingers on it and it's just squeeze. They're like, hey man, what the hell's going on? Yeah, so that's just one of those things. You can make them sign a waiver, but is that really going to hold up in small claims court? Because you would actually have to take them to small claims court. Your customer, not Coke, because you're going to lose that. You're going to lose that 10 times out of 10 because they actually have the label on there. And that's what I'm showing you right there. They actually have the label on there. And I was talking to a guy in class. I was trying to explain that to him. I said, yeah, that label is on every single machine. Every single machine is going to take, there it is right there. Every single machine. It's down there, the bottom right. There it is right there. Bottom right, you're going to have those stickers. And you got to be careful because one of them might say property of Coca-Cola, property of Pepsi. Now, it's okay to have it on the dispenser because you're not messing with the dispenser. But if it's on that ice machine, you got to stop. You got to stop and check it out. You got to stop and check it out. I've never had Pepsi or Coke tell me, yeah, go ahead and clean it. You never had to, because they pay their own employees to do that.
Yep.
They do Yo, Orange HVAC, man. What's up? What kind of questions you got? Or is his mic muted? Whose mic is muted?
Sorry.
Invictus, have any questions?
No, that was me. I'm sorry.
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, I
okay.
do.
Asset tag. Yeah, asset tag. So you know what I'm saying? You want to be careful because
Can you guys
you
hear
know
me?
it's their right. It is their right to hit you with a bill with a machine. They can say whatever the hell they want to. They can say whatever the hell it is their property. So legally, you can't. I mean, just like you can't walk into somebody else's house, you can't grab somebody else's motorcycle. You know, this is their 10,000, 5,000, $11,000 property that you're trying to mess around with. So that's just something to be here. This is not, ladies and gentlemen, this is not like a very big thing or a common thing. It's, it's just something that you ask to make sure of. Because the only time that they're really going to want, because Pepsi does it for free. It's part of their lease. Yeah, so they're only doing it because they don't have any ice, and Pepsi hasn't brought them more ice, and Pepsi says it's going to be a week till they come out there, and so they're kind of desperate, and they'll go ahead and pull out. Jersey Mike's pulled that with me quite a few times. Hell, Jersey Mike's even had me fix a Hoshizaki unit that was one of theirs. And I told him, I said, hey man, I told the owner, I said, bruh, if they come after me, that's on me. I'm right back at you with that bill. He agreed, so I went and got him up and running. But it is what it is. It ain't like you're going to be able to put your sticker. You ain't going to be able to put your service sticker on that boy. Don't do that. Don't invite them kind of problems. Yeah. Oh.
No, stay away from that one.
FBD icy machine. So I do appreciate y'all coming up, man. That means a lot because it's the channel. If it doesn't get any activity, man, they put my stuff on the shelf.
No, we ain't gonna let that happen.
They put my stuff on the shelf. They put it on back burner. Like Brother Charles said, hey, what did you say? You said you didn't get any notifications?
Yeah, exactly. No, I didn't.
So that's kind of the things that they do. So you'll sign up, and then pretty soon they start unsubscribing people to see if they're real or not. So that's the thing YouTube does. And it really jacks up the channel. Having y'all come on, it really does help. The system is able to recognize that there are actual real people watching this, and I didn't pay some server farm in India to fake this. So, but here's your FBD.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's your FBD. Convenience stores, movie theaters, or your casinos.
Yeah, I'm gonna get back on it, man. I passed the first one. The second one kind of threw me for a loop.
Well, there's quite a bit to it. You got for everything from uncrating and installing the units to the regular maintenance and then repairing the different items. So the brother Kevin Tate with Learn a Trade, he focuses quite a bit on this. He's got some stuff. He does charge for his classes, but he does cover these same things.
Okay.
So, but yeah, I give you the app, and you go on there, and then they have. So you did one of the webinars, or you did one of the videos from the app.
The video. I went to the line, the link that you gave me, they gave us, and I just clicked on it, and I took the test. It was like a little. No, it wasn't a webinar. It was just like a little. They showed you the video, and they gave you the test after the video.
Really? Well, man,
Yeah.
I don't. I give you guys so much stuff. Was it for real? Was it?
Yeah, it was real. It was real.
For real. For this one is called For Real.
Oh.
Yeah, this one is called For Real. And the fridge, well, the freezer is actually one of the brands that I told you guys about. I think the freezer is QBD. I think the freezer is QBD, and then the blender is but I tell you guys about so many different ones. So I really do need specifics because I don't know. I don't know what the hell.
Man.
Hold on a second. They will right. So 63 Impala said they will sue you. They already paid the lawyers for the year. You got to be careful. Yeah, Coke and Pepsi and Dr. Pepper, they already got these people on retainer. I mean, they're corporate lawyers. Their paycheck come from Coke, Pepsi, and Dr. Pepper. So yeah, they're already on staff, and yeah, they have no problem with sending you up and sending you a bill. So if you are going to take that risk, don't put your sticker on there. Don't do that. Don't put your sticker on there. Because the problem is it only take one grumpy service tech to mess everything up.
Mm-hmm.
So you get one guy like, oh hell, who the hell be messing with this? And he put a call and complain to corporate, and they go, hey, nobody's been out here. We don't have no record of no other employee out there. Then he gonna be red hot, and he gonna come to the customer, and the customer gonna pick you up. And then it is what it is. Customer gonna pick you up, especially if that dude has some kind of vendetta or something at the work, and he trying to get somebody, and that dude ain't had nothing to do with it. Oh, yeah, that's just how it is. Bruh, you should see these guys at Keurig Dr. Pepper, Coke and Dr. Pepper, man. Coke and Pepsi. Bruh, it is like warriors, man. They got their own little factions. So you got your Hispanics, they all stick together, the black people all stick together. And and it's they have their own internal thing going on, and you don't want no parts of that. You don't want no parts of that there. But yeah, let me see here. What else we got going on? Because we got an hour and 47 minutes in. Let me see what
Hey, Mike.
Can you hear me? Can you guys hear me?
Sure. Yeah.
Remember we talked about that pressure switch earlier, right?
Oh, hold on, Brother Charles. Hold on. We had Invictus, I think that was speaking, right?
Okay.
Go ahead, Charles. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Yeah, I wanted to ask. I'm enjoying this format. Not that I enjoy it all otherwise, but this is great here with the interactiveness. I was going to ask is busy day out on the line, hustling and so forth. One of the things I want to ask is that I have a potential customer that wants a reach-in. It's a little convenience store, and he wants probably a used reach-in. Now I know he's going to want damn near for free because you know how that goes with a lot of those little mom and pop stores. And any idea where I can should I just try to get one used myself and try to flip it to him, or how should I play that?
Well, all right, here's the deal. This guy, he can actually get a machine for free. Did you know that? So if he buys a certain amount, if he places a certain size order with Coke, Dr. Pepper, Pepsi, they will in turn send him out one. So you have to keep, so you're not hip to what's really going on. So he doesn't want to pay a certain amount. That's only just for the official order. It's not like he has to buy like 500 every month or whatever. He just got to place that first order for $1,000 or $1,500. And then
like a free cell phone. It's like a free cell phone.
It's like a free cell phone. So this is the mindset. This is the marketing behind it. You can only have their product in that unit. So if he buys one for you, he can put whatever he wants in that unit.
Okay.
But if he one that says Muscle Milk on it. He gets one that says Monster Energy Drink on it. He gets one that says Pepsi, Coke, whatever. Dasani, he can only have their products in there. He can't mix and match.
Mm-hmm.
He can't have Sprite, 7-Up, and Mountain Dew all in the same machine if it says Dasani on the side.
Okay.
If he placed the order for water and they brought him out of the Dasani fridge, he can't put that other stuff in there. So that's the only reason why he wants them, because he doesn't want to pay. They practically give them these units for free. I don't understand. And it's not like these people aren't hounding him. Those girls are coming in, those guys are coming in, and they're offering him, hey, you place an order of 1,500, we'll give you a unit, you know. So you can sell him a unit. Just know that by the time you get a used one, fix it up and sell it to him, where's the profit at? Where's the money?
Exactly. You're gonna make that money one time and you'll never see nothing else from him again.
First order discount. Let me show you. Buy Dr. Pepper. Let me see here. Because it's not like this is some secret. This is a well-known thing among vendors. This is a well-known. They'll tell you that. They say, hey, look, you order. Let me see here. How many units? How many? Free fridge from Coke. But yeah, this is a very. So to get I don't know if you can see it. So to get a free Coca-Cola fridge, you typically need to purchase a specific predetermined amount, right? And it's really not that much. So it's a large number of cans or bottles, essentially enough to fully stock the fridge. So this is something you must keep in mind. Why are they asking you that? What the hell are they asking?
Okay.
What is your upside? And here's the other thing. See how to get a Coca-Cola fridge for free. And you can do this with Pepsi. You can do this with Muscle Milk. I forgot who owns Muscle Milk. Yeah, they give it to you for free. So what's he up to? That's the thing. So you're new to the business and people are hitting you with a lot of this scammy stuff. You're trying to take advantage of you, babes in Toyland type of deal.
Okay. Well, all right.
So did you ask him how much? You don't have to tell us, but did you ask him how much he was willing to pay?
No, I hadn't gotten to that. Actually, I'm going to go back tomorrow morning and chop it up with him and just get down to the nitty gritty. Because he's got 3 machines outside of his store. That's what made me pull over while I was out prospecting today. He's got 3
there
machines.
it is.
See, 63 and Baller says they not only give him the machine, they also service it, which you're looking at one of them. Like I said, I've given you guys the information to service Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper wants you, right? I used to do those videos. I walk into Five Below, I walk into Dollar General, I walk into what was the other one? I walk into all those stores and I say, hey, look, man, they give you the machine, they'll pay somebody like me to come out. If it's going to be too much, then they'll just go ahead and ship another one. That's the whole Dollar General thing. That's what y'all doing when I go into Dollar General. That, yes, it's a true freezer, but you know, somebody else owns it, and they say, hey, look, you know, in this case with the ice cream, it is Bluebell or Blue Bunny or something. Haagen-Dazs. I think Haagen-Dazs owns it. And then they say, hey, look, we'll pay this time, and then next time we'll just give them another one. And that's what they do because they make so much money off of the contents, because this is commercial. The contents are key. You only care about what's inside. That's all they care about. Let me see here. But this is.
Oh, you said Dr. Pepper will.
So you can get very
you
cheap
said
merchandisers. And that's for you. It's the exact same company. The Southern Ice, Brother Charles. What's that? Mr. Reed owns Southern Ice or Southern. What the hell's that company called? With
That
the
who? Which one are you talking about, Mike?
the guy that the guy that's over by you. He sells the filters and stuff. His name is Reed. His first name is Reed.
I don't know.
Southern Ice. Is it Southern Ice? So over there where you are, Invictus, in your area, that's the same people that have. I want to go on over to them.
okay.
Southern Ice, Brother Charles. You know, over there in the far from you. Southern Ice Equipment Distributors. 6839 Fulton Street.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they got one in Louisiana.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Remember, I had issue with them.
I know. Remember what I told you.
Yeah.
Deal with right here. Mr.
Okay.
Reed Hughes, outside sales. This is my account as well. So if you need something from them, you're gonna get it anyway. You're going to get it.
Hey, and their prices are very big. They got great prices.
So here's what happens. The minute you get it, and I have it set up for you to pick up in Louisiana, their warehouse, there's nothing they can do. They have to release it, and then they look like a fool, and they'll say, "Okay, cool. We'll just go ahead and open your," because they don't want to continually look like a fool. That money didn't come to them. That's going to Reed Hughes, so they're gonna be like, "All right, fine." It's not. You got to realize you're not on your own. All you guys have to realize, I'm going to do another soundbite for that, but we are collectivized. We collectivized. You understand? We are together. This is not really an association, but it kind of is. So together we have this ability to get these. You can get whatever items you want. You can get whatever items you want from whichever distribution. It's just like dating. You're going to take one and deal with that one and make the other one jealous.
Okay.
You get what you want.
Yep.
You get it.
Yeah, that's true, Mike.
It cannot stop you. You're going to get what you want. I'm the spoiled brat of the industry. That's why I'm the only one out here doing this, because I'm completely and wholly independent. I'm out here.
Is there no one else?
I'm all on my own.
So with this guy here, so Mike, with this guy, just obviously trying to find out what kind of game he's trying to run, and then
you got to be careful. You got to be careful because you can get a free machine from everybody. Everybody, they're just sitting on the machine. They have these warehouses that look like the Raiders of Lost Ark, and it's just machines. It's just merchandise as far as the eyes can see.
Yep.
And the products belong in the merchandiser. So in order to sell more beverages, you push everybody else out the way and slam a fridge in there, and then you have nothing but your product in that fridge.
right.
So you really have to be careful. What the hell are they doing? What are they up to? You know, what are they? You're not really going to make that much money because he's going to hang this over your head that, oh, I can get one much cheaper than this. I can get one. No, my friend, I can get one cheaper. No, go away.
Yeah.
Go away. So what are you doing? Are you wasting your time or what?
Right. Same as it happened with that other guy I told you about.
Oh, that fell through?
Man, like I said, I went there and they opened. I went to pick up some food just to try him out.
Yeah.
Like I said, he act like that that chick that you pick up in the club the night before and don't call him back, and barely didn't want to speak.
Yep.
Not that I've done it before, but I'm just saying.
He just wanted to use
Vision.
He just wanted to use you, man. He just wanted to get what he got out of you. And
once he was done,
it's getting open.
there you go.
Yeah. So and like 63 Impala say, Yeah, their main thing is to sell the syrup, whether it's already in a can or whether it's got to come out that fountain machine. They are slanging scissor. That is what they do. That is what they're doing, and so they will bogart everybody else. Slam a merchandiser in there. That's the name of the game. So here's while I got it up here, you do have a bunch of cheap merchandisers. All right. There is no shortage of cheap merchandisers. You can go as low as like 1,000 something. Matter of fact, with that same like I told you, you can call the Southern Ice in Houston. You can call the Southern Ice in Houston. All my accounts are COD. Brother Charles know that. Brother Charles know. Hey, all my accounts are COD. I don't have any credit accounts. I've been doing this since 1992. I know that guys will go around and say that they're with your company and then try to get parts on your account. They'll try to get equipment on your account and try to stick you with the bill. That's as old as, you know what? That started taking place when people stopped leaving their doors open. When I was a kid, you were able to go to sleep with your front door open. As long as the screen door was closed, there was no problem with having your front door open. Your front door would be open all day, all night. And we're not even pause. We're not even going to talk about the back door. Back door would be open as long as the screen door is closed, so the bugs don't get in. Man, members of my family at their house, they never, even into the 90s, they never even closed their door. Door was always open. You got to go in the house and start yelling to see if somebody even home. Hell, half the time when nobody be home. But when we start locking the doors is when we start locking down these accounts. I said, no, man, I don't want no credit account. That's COD only. So I ain't worried about that, man. You can always call Reed and them, and that's one of the times you can say, yeah, I know Mike, and I'm looking for this merchandiser, blah blah blah, and then I can always have Reed ship it, have it where you can pick it up in Louisiana. So here we go. These are Max Ice. Let me show you some Max Ice prices. But Brother Charles, you were going to say something about the float? Oh no, the switch. Oh, I guess we lost Brother Charles. Oh well. But there's no shortage of picking up an older merchandiser from any store.
Mike.
Why? Because the merchandiser was free in the first place. And the minute they have a problem with it or they don't want to fix the merchandiser, they tell the store to go ahead and get rid of it. They say, oh, what do I do with this old fridge? They like, that's yours. Put it in the dumpster. We don't want
it. Mike.
Yes, sir.
I'm back. I wasn't going. I had to check a message. That's all.
Yeah, I saw your thing was there. Oh, see, here's a merchandiser. $800. And this ain't even, this is retail. This is just retail. So yeah. When you're talking about cheap, there's no money in the cheap.
It's all bad. Let them. Yeah, there's nothing. Yeah. There's no upside to it. There's
upside to it. Yeah. Yeah, there's no upside to it because you can never, until we put a lockdown on this Chinese stuff, you are going to out cheap what's out there.
Because as soon as you tell him $1,000, he's gonna go straight online and say, "Hey, my friend, I found this one for $465." Hey, man, buy that shit yourself. I don't want to even entertain that.
Right. I don't want nothing to do with you. See, $823, $696. Now, by the time you put your money into a unit, putting a new evaporator in there, probably changing the compressor because you're going to sell this to them, and they're going to blow you up the minute you got a problem with that unit.
Yes.
Yeah, the best belief. They go, oh, my friend, I can't sell beverages. I'm losing so much money. What you going to do about the money that I'm losing? Yeah, okay, man. Okay, you have to do something, man. My friend, you have to do something now.
Hey, that's real talk, man. Shit. Yeah.
my friend. So,
Yep.
and he, all right, man, I'm coming. I'll be on my way. I'll be there in about 30 minutes. 2 minutes go by. My friend, how far away are you, my friend? Are you close? Are you close, my friend?
Hey, listen to this, Mike.
Yeah, they gonna blow your ass up.
Oh yeah, you'll never get rid of them. You will never get rid of their ass.
Oh, my friend, I gave you good money, my friend. I gave you good money. Why you do me like this? Why you do
Yeah.
right? Right? It's like, oh, you're like, oh man, dude, this is, bro, come on, man. So it's a
So
Vivo right here. So you're not going to out Chinese the Chinese, bro.
yeah, it
Brand
is what it
new with a
is.
whole year warranty, and this is Vivor. You could do the warranty for Vivor. Your best opportunity is building up, like I said, building up your clientele base. You get
Yeah.
some of these, and then your opportunity, especially where you are in Louisiana, selling these units to your bait shops and stuff like that. They're the ones that buy these units, merchandisers and things like that. They put the worms in there. They put they put all that stuff in there in your bait shops. They can't get enough of these. I got one guy, he wanted to buy about 300 or 400 merchandisers from my father in Chicago and then truck them on down to Mississippi or Alabama or something like that. So it is it's one of those things, man. You got to know the market. You got to know the market. They don't get free merchandisers, but your convenience stores do. Now, the only thing I can think of is that whoever the hell wants to buy a used one from you is in the rears with Coke, Pepsi, Dr. Pepper.
And they're threatening to pick their shit up if they don't come on with it.
Yep. That's the only thing I can think of. That's because other than that, it don't make any sense. Why the hell would you do that instead of? I mean, it's not like you're gonna buy these cans of Coke and Pepsi and they're just gonna. He already selling them anyway.
Yep.
And then you got to get one particular thing. He can get a mix. Coke sells like 60 different brands. Pepsi the same. Dr. Pepper sells like 15 different brands. So it's not like it's stuck. They're even selling the coffee. They're even because who is it? Is it Keurig Dr. Pepper? Yeah, Keurig Dr. Pepper has the license agreement with coffee brands. So yeah, I had some of those guys. They wanted me to take the old machines away. Oh, I don't need this, my friend. I don't need it. I said, hey man, you better call Dr. Pepper, man, and don't have them come chasing me for this damn machine.
Mm-hmm.
I said, if they left it, they say they don't want it. I'll pick it up. I'll take it away with me. But if they want it back, and sure enough, they wanted it back.
Mm-hmm.
He said, oh, this is sitting where I got to sell my drinks, my beverages. I need my money. So, yeah. So, this is all
Mike,
what's that?
I had a pressure switch situation, right?
Yeah.
And you know what we was talking about earlier. So on the ends of the pressure switch is where the two connectors are. You got the white one and you got the red one, Mike.
Yes. He's
be
talking.
two?
Let me catch him up to date. He's talking about the switch on the under counter Scotsman / isomatic under counter nugget machine. This is the switch, the press switch with the pump. So go ahead.
So should there be two? So when I disconnected the white switch, it's almost like it just broke because it only has one prong on it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So because it should be two, right? Two on each side, right?
Oh, let me look at it right now. No, it's one. Hold on, we looking at it in real time. No, it's one, and it's one on the side. That's from all points. One on the side. The other one got two next to each other, but the other side got just one prong up top and then one on the side. That's bit.
Oh, so it's two. Okay.
Can you see the screen right now?
Yeah, I'm looking at it. I see the one prong, the one brass on, the one copper looking one. Then you got the.
I can't spin the damn picture around, but
No, that's all right. I got it.
so this is for everybody watching. The machine will not produce ice if this pressure switch is engaged. So when the pressure switch engages, it switches off power to the machine, and it will only run the pump. It will only run the pump because it does not want to flood the surrounding area. And you will have these machines in hotels, at the bar. You have these at restaurants at the bar where they don't need as much ice. It's just a supplemental machine. But they also have it at homes. They have it in quite a few office buildings, only for the break room, but for the executive suite. They'll have it there. They have it in the conference room as well. They have one of these small ones. So they're all over. But there you go, Brother Charles. That's I don't think it's broken. There's that right there. So, and sometimes these things get waterlogged. Very rarely. I only had one in all of 2024 that was actually broken. They were all waterlogged. And so, like Brother Charles was discussing with me, that once they dry out, they're just fine. And I normally, when they get waterlogged, I put them in my dash. I put them in my front dash because I got a service van, so I put them in the dashboard and let that sun cook it and dry it out. So, Brother Charles, if you ever call me and if I ever show you, I usually have it there with the hose attached to it, but it's sitting right there in the front. I make sure that sucker gets dried out, and then I swap it out on something else. When somebody else has a problem, I just swap the damn thing out. Because they went from these cherry switches are $5 a piece. They're $5 a piece. So how the hell is this $108? And this is the cheap price. How the hell they're $188 is beyond me. I don't know why they're $188, but that is crazy. And it doesn't matter if it's Scotsman or Isomatic. It's the same switch for either one. Scotsman price is actually higher than the Isomatic. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have a question, Mike.
Yeah, sure.
Tech question. Working on cleaning some ice machines for Hosozaki, KM series with the dispense on the front. It was quite an odyssey, like you told me. Like I said, cleaning an ice machine is not for wimps. But anyway, it spent
Did you
the
sleep
whole
well
weekend.
that night?
Man, I spent the whole weekend basically working on one. It was already broken.
This is. I wish you would have. Now this is going to be the few. This is going to be maybe the only time you'll ever hear me say this. I wish you would have called me, man. All right, the strategy on this, you only charge them a certain dollar amount. You only clean it. All right, so on the Hoshizaki, you got to focus on the float. You got to clean the float. You got to clean the distribution tube at the top. All that has to come out, but you got to clean the distribution tube. Clean that bell housing, that black rubber boot. You got to clean that out.
Right. Bunch of great stuff at the bottom in the reservoir too, by the way.
That is how you sell your service. That is how you ensure that you come back. You say, hey, I got it this good, right? It will get better the more I come back. I'll be able to take off more and more layers. Till the end of the year, or the end of next year, it'll be clean like new. It'll be just like new. Oh my God, you're going to make it just like new? It's going to be a couple more visits. Oh, this guy is wonderful. I love him so much. So that is what you got to do. You don't clean it down to squeaky clean the very first time. You get it clean where it's working. You got to hit all those points, and you got to all those hard to reach spots. You got to let that go. Because you had 4 units. You got to let that go. Brother Charles, tell him. Oh, Brother Charles on break.
This is only one. This is only one unit. And then I was going to say that it's got to the evaporator coils. They're screwed. They look like it's got almost 180 degrees. No, not that bad, but they're splitting. So that evaporator is going to have to be changed down here. Yeah, so that was before me.
Before you found this out?
No, when I took the whatchamacallit off, that's what I saw. And I already told the GM about that.
But it won't work. It won't work. It won't make ice like that.
Yeah, that's what when I put everything back together, it stopped making ice, but it wasn't really making ice before.
I know it wasn't making a, all right. The plates have to be in contact with the copper behind it, the evaporator coil behind it, and that is how it wicks away the heat. And so if that tubing is not touching either stainless steel panel, you don't get ice. The ice forms behind the panel, not on the side that's going to drop into the bin.
Right.
So you're not going to have ice. It won't allow the machine to trigger properly because it's going to get cold, but you're still going to have water in the bin. You're not going to have it's just you're not going to have ice in the right spots before it even triggers for it to make a harvest. And you're gonna have freeze ups that's gonna block it. So you're gonna end up with these huge slabs of ice, and then a couple of cubes of ice with it. And that's how they've been limping along.
No,
And
it was off when I got there. The deal of it is, Mike, is that sorry to cut you off, but when I got there, the machine wasn't working, and then I got it to working again, which I promptly charged them a nice little fee for that. But then I started cleaning it, and then when I put everything back together, it's just filling indefinitely. It's not doing anything else.
Okay, you it sounds like you forgot to put in the stack. So this is a KLM or this is a KM?
This is a KML 325 MAJ.
It's a KML, so it don't have a stack. There is a little screw in there. There's a little white plug. Did you make sure you put the plug back in?
In the reservoir?
Yep.
Yeah, I put that back in, but there's a lot of sediment, a lot of gray matter, for lack of a better word, that's in there's like a bitch, excuse my language here, trying to get out. I'm probably gonna have to get my wet vac to get it all out.
Well, all right, you're trying to revive a dead horse. The chill plate's already separated.
They pretty much, I mean, they're kind of,
It doesn't the minute they separate, I don't care if it's a millimeter or an inch. You know what I'm saying? The minute they separate, it's done. It's done. It's done. You can't repair
I
that.
show you a picture.
I the minute it's separated, it's done. It's done.
Okay.
There's no
Bring it back.
variation that's like, oh, this is gonna be okay. No, it's done. It's done. So it is. You're having major freeze ups, and you're getting a few cubes of ice when it was running. So I'm trying to get this damn plug. Now, did you take? You see this? Are you looking at the screen?
Yeah.
So this float assembly, did it have this one, or did it have the other one?
That's the one. That's the one.
Okay. It did have that float assembly, so it should. So it has a stack. This KLM has a stack. You have to screw in the stack, and so now I know what happened. Your there is a black hose. Shoot, I don't have one with me. There's a black hose that extends from it extends from the back of the check valve to the stack, to the float. Well, to the stack inside the sump. And if it is turned backwards, and Brother Charles, I wish Charles was here because this has happened to him, not him, but his employees more than a few times. And I had to come out there and say, Brother Charles, they put in the hose backwards. Chances are you got the hose in backwards, and then when it starts to run, it just dumps all that water down the drain. Because that's what you're hearing is the drain, right?
And it's really a trickle. It's not a downpour. It's trickling down.
Yeah. So you got to check that and the check valve. There is a triangular section right there where the drain, where the float is. Got to make sure that check valve is fully seated. And then I'm fairly certain you have that hose that goes from the very back of the check valve to the overflow stack. I'm pretty sure you got that on. Because
what you're talking about.
You got it on the right, facing down, but it's backwards, and it does have a particular way it goes on.
And it's you know what? And I think I know what you're talking about because it's clear, isn't it?
No, it's black. It's black. That clear hose has nothing to do with anything. That
Okay.
is a vacuum, a pressure release for that goes on top of the float. I'm talking about behind that float assembly.
I don't know if I took that off.
Hold on. Hold on 1 second. Overflow. Boom. So here we go. So you're looking at the screen. This guy here, when you screwed him back in, was the O-ring on it.
Which one?
Right
that
here,
one. Okay.
screen. There is a black gasket that goes. Stop moving, damn it. There's a black gasket that goes at the very bottom where that threading is.
Okay.
This threading is. There is a black gasket that goes there. If the black gasket is not there, it'll screw in tight, but you will lose water. You will lose water. And you can put it down on there and screw it in a little bit, you will lose water. Then you have another piece that slides over this. Let me go back to this. So this is the overflow cap. And you have this overflow cap and plug area. Now this is this little piece right here. Hold on 1 second. This hook right here at the top. That's where there's a black hose that attaches to that. There's a black hose that attaches to that. Hold on, let me show you what that hose looks like. Because everyone does this. Everyone does this. It's not that black. Everyone does this. Damn it. Hold on 1 second. Shoot. Let me go back. I don't know. Man, I wish Brother Charles was here. Because he always runs into that. And he'll forget sometime.
To put that boot on, can I use a little? It's hard. Sometimes it's hard, reseating that rubber boot over the plastic valve. A lot of times.
What? No.
Well, it seemed like.
Was it kind of rigid? Was it kind of hard?
Well, I struggled a little bit with it. I mean, one of them, and I can't remember which part it was. I don't know if I got it all the way tight because it looked like there was a little bit of.
You're always you're gonna have a little bit of water. Let's see here.
I was gonna ask to make it easier to slip on. Could I just put like a little Vaseline on it?
No, because it won't hold anymore. And then all the water from that is your connection with the sump. So all of that water comes to that black bell housing. Okay. And then the float registers how much water is in the rest of the machine based on that there. So if you add something to it, it's hard as hell to get it to stay on anyway. And if you add a lubricant to it, that sucker ain't never gonna stay on. You can kiss that goodbye.
Even with the clamp.
Water hose. Let me see here. That evaporator plate is it's destroyed. It's destroyed. And so like what Mr. Terry's saying, you need, and I tell you guys from the beginning, you get that water hose, the collapsible water hose, and then there's all kind of, I put this stuff on Instagram. Where the hell is everybody at? Hold on 1 second. I'm constantly getting messages and they keep disappearing. I don't know if that's Charles or not.
Yeah, I've got a pressure washer I was going to use to get that.
No, well, the pressure washer is for the bin.
Okay.
Pressure washers for the bin. You can use the pressure washer for the bin. You're not going to be able to get that pressure washer up to the top, especially when you got such a short amount of space between the thing and the ceiling. I'm talking about this. So you have spelling this wrong. Anyway, so these are the collapsible hoses. 29, 40, and there we go. Harbor Freight sells them, but this is I don't think Harbor Freight has the one that don't leak. Just like this, $29, Home Depot, and then you can also you can hook this up anywhere. At Lowe's, I don't know why Home Depot doesn't have it, but Lowe's, they have a water hose adapter. So you have these kits that just screw on. It's there we go. It's like this.
Mhm.
It will fit the threading of the faucet, and then you have one see like this, and Danco is who makes it, and it will screw into the threading. So you unscrew the aerator off of the faucet, and you screw this in, and then the thicker threading accommodates that hose. This one right here, garden hose aerator adapter. So you could screw that in. You see from the picture here, you got a very small threading at the top, and then midway you see you got that much larger. The much larger threading is where you can screw the garden hose on, and the smaller one is what goes into the sink, into the faucet. And then they also have a couple other threadings, and it's all built in so that if you're putting this into like a commercial sink, it'll fit in there, or if you're doing this with a bathroom sink. The ice machines at hotels are really not that far away from the bathrooms, as
Mine are.
that may sound. Yeah.
Mine are actually.
Yeah. So that will.
No, it's far away. It is far away.
It is far away. Are you sure? There's usually
Yeah.
a water sink or something where the closet where they're where the maids are working out of is usually over there by the ice machine.
Okay. You know what? There is a door. I need to ask
Yeah.
him about that.
And so behind that door, you got a 50-50 chance on that. But the other thing is too, don't forget that you have that water supply behind the ice machine. So there's water back there, and you can hook up to the water back there. But see, here it is, $5.61. And I have a couple of these so that I can hook up. See, you have 3 different threadings, and that's so you can hook up to any style of faucet, and then your garden hose attaches at the bottom. So I have 2. One is what they call small thread, and the other is for large thread. And so using those 2, you could hook up to any sink, but it's well worth the money for the $5 and $6 so that you can attach to any faucet. And so now you can using the garden hose, and it collapses. So you want the collapsible garden hose like this one. You want the collapsible garden hose, and this way you're not carrying, and it's 50 feet. They do have ones that are longer, but it's 50 feet. You just hold tightly to the front, and then you can unscrew the spray nozzle. They're kind of advertising that right there. So you don't need that the little spray head that gives you shower or jet stream and all that other stuff. It'll screw right off. It screws off, and then you could do without it. You can put whatever fitting you want on the front, or use it the way it is. So that is your answer to for water inlet. That's your answer for using a hose. Okay. Oh, you're in the back room? Where the hell you at? My bad. All right.
Yeah.
So yeah. I was wondering, I kept hearing the sound, and I'm looking, I said, no, he's here. Everybody's there. Yeah, my thing said somebody had dropped out. But that's your best bet, man. That's your best bet. You spray that stuff down with chemical, and then you're gonna want to hose it off. That'll save you so much time. And if there is ice in the bin, you save the ice for last, because you're going to melt all of that. Yeah. The pressure washer. Only time I tell Brother Charles the same thing. The pressure washer is good for the bin. You want to get all that stain and the muck and then all that stuff off the bin, you go ahead and use the pressure washer on the bin. But when you're dealing with the chill plate, you don't want to hit the chill plate with the pressure washer. It's too much pressure. You're gonna knock off the coating, because it's only electroplated coating, a spray painted coating, really, for lack of a better term. But yeah, brother, you back up there. What's the word?
Nah, they're soaking up the game.
Okay, okay. Yeah, we
They
lost
clean
brother
it.
Charles. Dropped out. What's
They,
that?
they cleaning ice machines with pressure washers. I didn't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, when you have those really big machines, if you got a Hoshizaki, the Hoshizaki plate is stainless steel.
Mhm.
Um, so you can get it if you have enough room. They'll get up there and they'll spray the. You got to be careful. You can spray the size of the plates with it. You don't want to catch the middle because you'll separate the plates. But it's really good for cleaning the bin. So if you got a bin and that sucker's filthy, hit that sucker with a pressure washer. But if you got to be extremely careful, and you definitely don't want to use it if it's a Manitowoc, if it's a Scotsman, isomatic. You can't use a pressure washer on that evaporated chill plate. You'll knock off the coating. You'll be done, and so will the machine.
Okay.
It'll be
Okay.
over. It'll be over with. So
But you can clean them with that flexible hose, right? That's enough pressure to get whatever scale you build up around that
right.
equipment or around that coil.
Bin with. You could use the hose to clean the bin with. You could use the hose to burn the ice. You're going to have all these cracks and crevices, especially with a Hoshizaki. You're going to have all these cracks and crevices. And when you use that spray hose and you use it on that jet nozzle, hey, you spray that sucker with the cleaner and then boom, hit it with that hose, and it's going to knock off that mold and whatever you got on there that's built up on there. You go ahead and hit it with that. And if you need to hit it with a brush, hit it with the brush, spray it again, and hit it with the hose. But it's really good when it comes to burning that ice. Instead of scooping all that, most of us are 40s to 60. So scooping that ice out, it ain't for us. It ain't for us. The brother that you see on the screen down there, he's a bodybuilder. But for the rest of us, it ain't for us. You're gonna feel that. You're gonna feel that in the morning. that ain't gonna You ain't gonna Your back is gonna revolt. So yeah, you can use that hose, attach it to the hot water, spray that sucker down. And that is a way to get, especially when you got a Manitowoc, a Scotsman, an isomatic, the underneath of that machine is so molded and so messed up. I mean, you really got to hit that with your chemical of choice, and then you take that hose and you're gonna hit that, because that's not your evaporator or chill plate. That's just pure plastic. That's just pure plastic. Yo, the number one chatter, the number one contributor on the comments. That's what I'm talking about. This guy right here. What's this guy? Hold on a second. He deserved this one. That guy That's the guy right there. He missed all the stuff I had earlier with Canada. He missed the Canada stuff. He missed the the grocery store. For all you guys that do grocery stores, that's this one. Did you guys catch the Corrigo thing?
Yeah, I want to sign up for that.
You need the customer. The customer has to vouch for you. You need the customer. So you could sign up with these different things, but they are not going to send you a welcome letter until you have a customer. That's where these warranty calls come into play. When you're dealing with what's that?
That's the same thing the guy told me at Hoshizaki.
Mm-hmm.
He was saying this is what he told me. He says, well, your first if you do a ice machine, Hoshizaki ice machine, and it has a warranty on it, he sent me emailed me the warranty information, the paperwork. He said once I fill that paperwork out and send it back in, any other work that I do for them, warranty work, they got me as a servicing company for them to do their
right.
to do their
You've been to the class. Yeah, you've been to the class.
I've been to the Manitowoc, not the Hoshizaki. What
Oh, okay. So Hoshizaki won't pay you.
Hoshizaki will pay me. They said because I was asking about some of the upcoming classes. The guy the guy at the technical support was telling me, yeah, you can take the class, but if you know how to work on the ice machine and you know what's going on, if you have any problems, just call us. We'll
Right.
tell you what's going on. And then he
Right.
says, if the machine is under warranty, they'll put you in as a servicing company moving forward.
You on your own with that one. You see what the hat say? You on your own with
I
that
see
one, bro.
it. I know that's but I want to take the classes, man, because I know once you take the classes, you in the system like Manitowoc.
Yeah, you're
Yep.
good to go. You're going to get paid for your warranty claim. That's the whole purpose of the class. They want to make sure that you're not going out and changing stuff that
Yep.
is not working. They want you to only swap out broken stuff because they're actually testing the parts that they get back.
Mm-hmm.
So especially like Manitowoc and all that kind of stuff, they're testing that stuff that they get back, and that's one of the main things they find in the class. They say, hey, stop doing this, stop taking that part out because it ain't that damn part. We test them, and we only found like 1 out of 100 is actually bad. So that's their way to try to prevent these problems. What about a handheld tank sprayer? Invictus is too weak. It's too weak. It's not going to get it. A handheld tank sprayer is only going to evenly disperse whatever cleaner that you put in that canister. There's no pressure there. So you could use a handheld sprayer if you want to kill the weeds in your yard. But if you're trying to get mold off of the bin, you might as well just use a bottle. The bottle is going to have more pressure than that handheld pump. So that's the difference. That's the difference. You're not going to get any embedded mold off of the corners and underneath the ice machine of a Manitowoc, Scotsman, Isomatic. That section that's underneath the sump, and then you have your opening here where the ice falls. This whole section right here gets covered in mold, and it will not come off. It will not come off. When you take the sump off and stuff like that, you could scratch it, and it's just there. And when you take that hose and blast that stuff, you'll be clean it, then blast it with a hose, and you'll see even more stuff come off after you thought it was clean. You'll think that sucker's clean, and you'll blast with the hose, and you'll see all kind of black stuff come. Like, where the hell was that at? So yeah, pump sprayer it's nice for even distribution of chemical, but there's no power with it. Oh, you got kicked out the stream? Yeah, so this brother he got kicked out earlier. I don't know. Took you okay. It took him 3 years to get into Hoshizaki training. But I'm telling you guys about the classes, where they are. It's crazy, but the manufacturers are watching these videos that I'm doing, and they're finally, some of them are breaking down and saying, fine, we'll make this stuff a little digestible, a little easier for you all to look at it, for me to look at. So they've made changes. Well, see, all right, so Invictus, so his class was free, and I've seen some of them are free, some of them are $20, but here in Houston, I paid $80. And I've been going to class every year for the last 10, 12 years. So it is, it's one of those things.
Hey Mike.
Yes, sir.
When is the level 3 Manitowoc
Every
going to be in Florida?
No, they don't have. Well, forget about that level 1, 2, and 3. You talking about when they your area?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you talking about? You talking about when they come to you?
Yeah, because I took the, like you said, the level 2, but I've been reading the material. I don't know if they have any more. If it's any more advanced troubleshooting, they're going to tell me that the book or the manual is not telling me.
Yes. So here
you
have the regional class where they go around from city to city, and they update everybody on the latest and greatest.
Mhm.
Then you have the class where you go to, this is Manitowoc, right?
Yep.
Yeah, then you have, that's what's on my screen. Hold on, let me go ahead and do the training today. So let me flip this to this. I don't know why y'all don't pay attention to my damn videos.
Yeah, I
That's
was
what
looking at this. It was like
that's
West Palm Beach.
hold on 1 second. Where the hell they go? That's it right there. You see it on the screen, right?
Yeah, I see it.
That's it right there. Manitowoc Factory School. This is when you go to Manitowoc, Wisconsin. And they have about, I think it's like 15 pieces of equipment set up as replicating failures that you find out in the field. And then they rotate you on different pieces of equipment. So everybody is going to experience every single piece of equipment that Manitowoc currently has out there. So that's what this is right here. And it's telling you the class. I think the class is 700 right there. You got an email. They have a new email now because they are owned by Pentair, which is the filter company. So that's why it says ice_factory school at Pentair. It's once a month. So the next one is March 10th through the 14th, or you can go the 24th through the 28th. And in April. So it is 2 in March, 1 in April.
I gotta go all the way up there in the snow.
Well, all right, brother. Hold on 1 second. Every piece of it is hands-on. All the
I
equipment
know,
is
I know.
15 different pieces of equipment that are running, working. How would you possibly replicate that?
Yeah, you're right.
Brother Charles. Brother Charles trying to get back on. Hold on 1 second. Brother Charles, you trying to get back on?
Yeah.
All right, hold on 1 second.
I can tell you, listen.
Yeah, I know. I kept seeing the thing. I don't see it. Oh, hold on 1 second. Let me send you the invite. Hang up. I'm seeing it. All right. Were you able to hear that on the channel?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So yeah, you have the remote ice machine units. All of them are hooked up and rigged up. You're sitting in a class. Let me just go to the thing. So how else are you going to have $1 million worth of equipment already
Yeah,
set
you're
up?
right.
Either 220 volt. They have the refrigerant in them. How you gonna have remotes? 4 different
I hear
remotes.
you there.
Water cool setup. How you gonna have that set up at these other places? Unlike Hoshizaki owns some of those distributors now. The other places, that's why I'm telling you, it's at Baker, is at this. That's not Manitowoc. They're selling
Mhm.
conditioners. They're selling other stuff. They're just a dealer. They're just a dealer. So Manitowoc can't. And then that's the whole problem. If they go to a hotel, they can't set this stuff up at a hotel. It's
Right.
let me go to because I'm about to lose power in a second. I gotta send Brother Charles a thing. Hold on. Let me drop this. Hold on, Brother Charles. I'll get you in 1 second. Let me pick this brother. Show this brother this thing. Uh-oh. Let me cancel that. Uh-oh. Yeah, just go to the Manitowoc site. All right, good. Go to the Manitowoc site, and then under service,
Mhm.
well, it's already there. It's training, and then they're going to explain to you when you go to see these numbers and stuff. They change 1, 2, and 3, and all that. 3 is factory, because in order for you to get, and that's with every manufacturer. I don't care who it is. If you're going to get hands on, you have to go to them. This goes for ovens. If this goes for rationale, if you want rationale training, you got to go to Chicago. If you want Michael dishwasher training, you got to go to Laverne, Tennessee. If you want Manitowoc training, you have to go there. Why? Because everything is hooked up. Everything is hooked up to power. So as you can see on your screen, you got to sit there in class. They're going to teach you, and then I'm going to zoom in on it. Oh yeah, everyone is free for. Oh yeah, see y'all, yeah, because y'all stuff is owned by Hoshizaki. So look at the screen. You see that now? You see all that in the back?
Yeah.
One,
Yep.
2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's like 8 on that one row, and then that's a remote. You see those lines going up to the ceiling? That's a remote.
Mm-hmm.
Those are remotes. So you got to diagnose those, and this is actually the same room where they have the well built the soda fountain training and all that stuff too. But well, they used to anyway. But so there you go. You got a Manitowoc right there on top of a soda dispenser. How you gonna have that anywhere else?
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
It's just not possible. That's why they want to come to you to get people familiar, get people trained up. You get your experience out in the field. But if you want to know what it's like when a TXV is sticking, this is the training for you. This is hands-on. You're going to go ahead and fix these things. You're going to go ahead. You're going to go there with tools, and you're going to fix this stuff. You're going to fix this stuff. You get the whole, you get your binder and everything with all the information. They're going to teach you how to update the firmware and all that stuff. So, look at that. Registration is already closed. March 24th. They're going to shut that down pretty soon. March 24th to the 28th, and then April 7th through 11th. You got to go up there. You got to book your own hotels and all that stuff. And I don't know where the price is. So I want to say it's around $700. It was more, but that's because it got up to $1,000 something, but that's because they were including hotel. Now they got rid of the hotel. You book it yourself. But if you book it at one of the 2 places that they tell you, the shuttle is going to pick you up from the hotel and take you to the factory. So it's not like you got to rent a car, none of that other stuff. What the hell's the prices? But yeah, let me send Brother Charles that link because he's not down there. And then I gotta plug this thing up. Brother Tate. Brother Tate, I didn't forget about you. I see you here. Unmute me, you can hear. But he wasn't there. All right, but yeah, so you can right. Like you said, it's well worth it. All right, hold on. I'm going to like Kevin Tate at Learn to Trade said, it's well worth it because you get that hands-on trading with every single model that they got out there. And Hoshizaki has the same thing. Here, I'm gonna unmute you. I don't know if you wanted to. Oh, okay, you muted yourself. But and then Mr. Terry said, priceless. You can print your own money afterwards, right? Because you're no longer dealing with a learning curve. You don't have to worry about a learning curve because you already know how to do this. They're teaching you everything. There are no mysteries. When you're done with the Manitowoc class, there's no mysteries.
Right.
You're doing everything. All right, so I just heard a beep. So that's somebody. Somebody came in. Oh, that was Brother Charles. Brother Charles, you live in action.
Oh yeah, I'm here in the building.
You're live with us.
Where my man that had that Hoshizaki? Where's he at?
He gone.
Tell him all he did was walk into a hornet's nest with that, because when that evaporator plate separated, it's over.
It's over with. Even a little bit. There is no such thing as, it only separated a little bit. No. The minute that sucker is waffling, it's over with. It's over. It's done.
Yeah, because I just had Cameron go to a job and their evaporator plate was separated. Remember, I was telling you about that. It's over. That's where he said it's not beeping, right? It's not beeping, but what's happening is it's still freezing up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I mean. Look, that's what somebody was asking me. He said, "Why are you worried about the Hoshizaki? Why you said the guys was upset with Hoshizaki?" I think that was Invictus. And I said, "Man, Hoshizaki got those damn plates that separated from those units that were manufactured in 2019.
Mm-hmm.
So they are set. If it was made from 2019 to today, there is a chance, there's an opportunity that sucker might separate.
I'm not gonna do what everyone thinks I'm gonna do. Flip out.
So that's it, guys. So many guys are pissed. So I said Hoshizaki class in Houston was very low turnout. And Victor said when he went to class, it was a very low turnout. Guys don't really want to sell Hoshizaki. You know, if you're new starting out, ain't nobody gonna blame you. But we've been selling these machines. We've been putting our word out and saying, oh yeah, you know, if you got rid of that isomatic, you know, we'll put in a Hoshizaki and I'm gonna take care of it from here on out. And then 3 years later, what's that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 3 years later, man, that damn plate separates, and then it's 6 months to get a new one, and you got to pay $700 to get the damn plate. Man.
To tell you the God honest truth, Mike, you just
Yeah.
better off replacing the damn machine and be through with it. Because to tell you, because that's about a $4,000 fix. I mean, that's just a fix, and that's saying there's nothing else that's going wrong or the board not going bad, or I mean, that's just
Right. So that's how we end up with all these damn machines. So now you take it back, right? And if you didn't sold them the damn machine and it's still in warranty, now you're in a pickle.
Yep.
It's 3 years. Well, 2 years and and 2 years and 10 months. That's why I was sweating bullets on that one. I said I didn't sell it to him, but I was like, damn. I'm like, man, he just won't make ice, man. What the hell?
Well, like I told your guy earlier, at the end of the day, when they say it's under warranty, when they say it's warranty. No, it's not really warranty. If you want me to be honest with you, because when you add it all up in between the Freon, you gotta disconnect it. Oh man, it's really breaking down a machine and putting it back together is what you're doing.
You breaking it down, putting it back together. You're gonna look, man. Every single one of those machines I've ever seen done, they've all been scorched, so they never look like new. I don't care what kind of padding or coating you do. There's still all this heat that you're introducing around all this plastic. It's just like when I have to do work inside of isomatic. When I do work inside of isomatic, I'm melting stuff, man. You always I put stuff and you're still melting something. Hoses, something will melt.
And one of the main reasons that evaporator plate will separate too, Mike, if you use the wrong damn chemical, straight up.
I know, but they're using that friction bonding on that X cube or whatever the hell they call it. And it's not holding. It's not holding. Not all of them. Like I said, this one I got, it's still together. It was made 2.5 years ago, and they, so it's really hit or miss. They did realize 2 years ago that they had to change their manufacturing process, so it's not as bad as what it was during the pandemic, but it's still in the back of your mind when you get one. You're like, oh God, I hope it ain't. It's like, oh God, I hope this thing ain't separating. I hope it ain't separating. That's just, you get Hoshizaki anxiety. Hoshizaki anxiety, man. So, I mean, that's why, we talk. That's why we're going over to Miss Renee's and one of you guys that's probably watching me right now was in class with me too. In Istro class. So Istro, this is what quite a few of us are going over to is Istro. We are jumping ship, and it is.
Well, if you listen, I'm gonna tell you, right?
It is pretty. They're clones of Manitowoc and Hoshizaki. So this is the modular, the nugget. I mean, not nugget. I'm sorry, the cube. The cube is Manitowoc through and through. They won't even show you the interior pictures. I'd have to pull up mine, but they are Manitowoc clones through and through. And then the nugget is Hoshizaki nugget clones through and through. It is what it is. Yeah, have you seen any? Have you seen them out there in the field, Brother Tate? So these, yeah, I have seen these out in the field. I have been to training class. Um, I have yet to sell one. I was gonna sell one in place of an isomatic. And just so you guys know, there's a lot of opportunity coming up because there's a major shakeup in the market. So one of the dealers that is a billion-dollar company. They're a billion-dollar company with a service arm. Um, if not the largest commercial appliance dealer, they're in the top three. And they are no longer selling a certain brand of ice machine. So there's a lot of opportunity out there. The ice machine that they are selling is their own brand, and they're having problems getting parts. They're having problems fixing them. And so you might run into people that want a machine, and Istro is definitely an option. Definitely something worth checking out. Let me make sure I got all you guys. So, all right. Anything else? Anything else that you guys want to cover? So we covered Corrigo. We covered the training, and the training video that you see right here is going to be at the end of this video in its entirety. I run it on a loop for a good 10 minutes or so, and that's at the end of every single one of my live videos. That's what I'm doing now. I update the video, and I remove all the outdated stuff. So this is this is Carpigiani. Wait a minute, this ain't the right one. No, this is the right one. Cool. Because I added the K3 to it. I got a couple of stills for each training section. So this is the latest one. So this is the Manitowoc is on here. That's the same one that the brother was asking about. And that's the one where you get to break those down and you get the hands-on, you get actual individualized training on Manitowoc. When you're done with the Manitowoc training, you are now a Manitowoc expert. I will be asking you how to work on Manitowoc once you're done with that class. I ain't even took the class. You're going to have to spend damn near a week up in Wisconsin, but it is what it is. It's better to spend that time with the factory doing the breakdown than it is learning out in the field over the next 5 to 8 years. You're not going to be as profitable as the tech that goes to the factory class. Spends that money, airfare, hotel, the actual class itself, that person is going to immediately come back and make money. On top of that, the factory knows that you can fix the stuff. They actually will start to send you calls. They're not going to send you calls off of these regional training classes. They got your information. They got you in there. You can do work. You get paid for it. They're not going to send you calls. You go to these classes. They see how you work. They see if you can fix it or not fix it. And based on what they see, hey, man, they're going to be like, hey, we got this one here. You know, they're not going to ruffle any feathers. They're going to give you, like I said, specific new stuff or customers that have been blacklisted. You got some customers that don't want to give their banking information to these large companies. You got customers that don't want to give up credit card to these large customers. Some people want to pay by check. Some people want to pay by cash. These other guys, they're not taking cash. These large service companies are not taking cash. These large service companies are not taking check. But what's up, brother? I see you unmuted yourself. What's the question?
No, I'm sorry.
Oh, no. Are you cool? And so I'm gonna be putting the new Hoshizaki stuff up. So as you can see, well, it's already there. So it's gonna be Chicago is coming up next month. My sister never watches, but on here, let me see if it comes. Let me see how clear this comes up. I only pay for 1080p. I don't pay for high def. So yeah, you can kind of make out Chicago in March. That looks like Milwaukee. So Chicago, then 2 days of Milwaukee, 2 days of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. You got training class, and then some part of Iowa on the 11th. Nebraska and Kansas. You got Wichita on the 13th. So all this stuff, as you can see, this is on the Hoshizaki website. You go right to Hoshizaki. You go to the training section. This is their calendar. Let me drop this down. Let me add that, and then I'm going to get on up out of here. Hold on a second. Let me stop that screen. Let me present so you guys can see, because there is no hiding. There is no hiding. Oh, thank you, Brother Tate. I appreciate that. So if you go, everything I show you guys, there's links to all of that. There's boom right there. It's just, you just go to the Hoshizaki, go to support, go to training, and it's right there. It's right there. So there's nothing else for the rest of the month. So I didn't bother with it. I just went on ahead and gave you guys the training that's coming up. There's Chicago, Milwaukee, Iowa. I don't know where the hell in Iowa. They'll probably get that straightened out. But you still have to contact your distributor anyway, which is Hoshizaki. Still got to contact your Hoshizaki distributor. Hopefully you're going to know who that is. But as you can see, Kansas, Springfield, St. Louis, that's what's going on. Midwest. Midwest is next month. And that's typically how they do it, because they only got a couple of trainers. But with that, we are going to wrap this one up. Be sure to check in with me on Thursday for more information. And thank you, Brother Tate. Don't forget to check out Brother Tate's channel. Where's his video? Hold on one second. I got Brother Tate's video. I got one right here. Oh, you know what? I had this. I wanted to did that one. Damn, I should have did that when I dropped the link. So he's got a particular maintenance contract video and course on how to set that up. But with that, and I got here too late. I didn't get a chance to prep any training videos. I'll say that for Thursday's show. All right. And so
you damn skippy it was, bro, man. You got to go, man. Nah, follow this trail. You got to get up on out of here. Let's go, bro, man.
it's time to go.
Be relentless. That's it. I'm done.
All right, so I'm about to show the training video again. That's going to be on loop. And that'll be it. All right.
Good show, my brother. Good show.
And it means a lot, man. I appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
Thank
y'all. Uh-oh. Let me move that. And this is going again. Let me add the music for y'all. Let's see what we got here. Move myself.
Be relentless. That's it, I'm done.